Yokoso, Japanese Quest Away. Welcome to Japanese Quest. Today the journey continues. Today we'll continue to learn Japanese from Japanese games. You can see words down here. Very useful words. Counting. The first words we learn in Japanese Quest. Today, this number, how many words we've learned so far on this journey, will go up. New words we will see here. And everyone in chat are all the party members on this journey, so welcome. Good to see everyone. Ohayou gozaimasu, good morning. I see Slash made a comment here. Hello. I'm new here, found out about this yesterday when watching Stardew Valley 1. Yokoso, Japanese Quest Away. Welcome to Japanese Quest. Yeah, Stardew Valley. That was fun, that was a while ago. And yeah, that video on YouTube gets a lot of views. So welcome. Welcome to this journey, and today, yeah, let's see what we're doing. You might see the title, it says Chill Stream. We never did a chill stream. I don't really, to be honest, totally know what a chill stream is, but I felt like it's getting hot out. It's time for a chill stream. It's time to get chilled by, well, just relaxing, but also by language. Let's see, can anyone link to our Twitter? There's a Twitter command, I believe. Let me show you the tweet that's kind of framing this chill stream situation that I just tweeted out on the Japanese Quest Twitter. Here we go. Let's jump over here. In other news, by the way, we reached over 2,000 party members on Twitter, so that's good. Mainly because people really liked the list that I made for a first Japanese book to read. That one got retweeted quite a bit. Added quite a bit new followers, so that's cool. Alright, so today. So yeah, if you like this tweet, it's got 1 like, it's got 2 likes. You could like it too, retweet it if you want to. So chill stream today. Don't worry, we will still be learning Japanese words, but it's getting hot out. So today, our focus will be on finding cold-related words. This part's important. Like new ice cubes for your mind. So if you're feeling hot right now, kind of like I am, we're going to cool you from within. Does that make sense? We're going to put ice cubes inside your mind. New Japanese words. They'll cool you from your subconscious out to your more conscious mind. Don't worry, it's all science. So finding Japanese words, it will cool you from within. That's how Japanese Quest does its chill stream. I thought about Japanese Quest, how would we do a chill stream? Ah, right. Ice cubes for our mind. That makes sense. Okay, so let's go back to the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Yeah, that could be a good word. That could be a good word. Cold-related words. Let's power up today with cold-related words because we must cool ourselves. And if you think about it, it makes sense. Like, whatever you're thinking about, it can kind of change the way you feel, even. So I think focusing on cold words, and even maybe especially cold words in a new language, they can maybe open up a new gear of feeling chilled, feeling cool if you want to. So we're giving you new powers today. This power level is not just a catchphrase. It can give you new powers. You can unlock chill within yourself. So that's the goal today. So yeah, maybe just to get started, we should add a cold word. Like we saw a cold word here. Let's check that one. Let's go to our Takamura. Ohayou. Good morning. Let's go to our... Where are we? Our dictionary here. Let's just type in the word cold. And things that are marked common, let's maybe add some. So this is for like cold, for like you have a cold. Kaze. We don't want to unlock that power. I think we've already learned that word anyway. Some more cold words. So of course we've got the word for cold. Samui. Cold. Good word. Someone commented this one though. Cold to the touch, chilly, icy, freezing, can be emotionally cold as well. Tsumetai. Let's see what happens if we add that to our power level. It turned green. We've learned that before. I think that means it's not quite cold enough. It's good review, but that means it's a duplicate, so let's not do that one. I think we need to go a bit colder. Let's put in the kanji for ice, how about? We need ice. Ice cubes for our mind. Kori. Kori. Ice. So let's just put in that kanji. Let's copy it. Okay, so we got the kanji for ice. Are you feeling chill yet? So this kanji, if you just put it in your mind, it can really cool you a lot because it's the kanji for ice. So put this in your mind first of all, it will help you chill. Let's put that in our power level. I know it's kind of weird to not take words for the game, but sometimes you have to do it. So again, Kori, ice. So we have learned that. We got to go deeper. More words related to ice. There must be some. Ooh, we got icicle. It's not marked common. Let's see if there are some marked common. We've got, ooh, to freeze. So that same sound, instead of Kori, ice, we have aru. With a different kanji though. You can see it can be the same kanji as a more uncommon variant. So koru, to freeze, to be frozen. Let's add that. I'm guessing this one we have not added to our power level, but now we will. Because we're going to put an ice cube inside our collective subconscious. Oh my goodness, what? We've learned this too? How have we had all these chill streams that I didn't know about? Let's keep going. Ooh, I like this one. This can cool us off. If you put an iceberg inside your mind, that might cool you at least a degree or two. Again, this is just science. That word for iceberg too, we've already learned. Don't worry, we'll put it there for a moment. We have 2 icebergs now, currently inside your mind. So feel the effects of that. Hyozan. Iceberg, good review. Let's go back. We have so many cold words. What about glacier? That's even bigger, right? A large, persistent body of ice that forms blah, blah, blah on Wikipedia. So it's basically the kanji for ice plus the kanji for river. So imagine like a river, a giant river of ice. But it's a glacier. Hyoga. Hyoga. Let's add that. Have we learned that? I think we maybe have. I like these ice words, it turns out, so we've added a lot. Ooh, this one is new, finally. Can you feel that giant iceberg now forming in your mind? If you want to turn it on, you can get a bit cooler mentally. So Hyoga, glacier. Now we're going. Now this is a chill stream. Okay, let's go with just that glacier for now. And let's go back to the game, but later we might need to add more chill words. We might need one more. Let's keep going down. So we've got this glacier. Ooh, we've got an ice field. That sounds kind of good for our mind. But nah, it's not common. I think we got the last common one, maybe. Ooh, ice water sounds kind of good. Korimizu. Check it out. We have Ice Age. Maybe let's add that, because we added glacier, the glacial period, the Ice Age. This is actually a good term. Let's add that, because why not? If we have glaciers, we might as well have the glacial period, the Ice Age. Let's add the Ice Age in our mind as well. So Hyoga, glacier, Hyoga Jidai, Ice Age. By the way, Jidai is like a time period. Let's make sure we have that. If we don't, we've been slacking. So this word, period, epoch, era, age, N4 word, as you can see, common word. And we do have it. Turn green. Good. Everything's working. So I think we're good now. We've got a glacier now inside our mind, cooling us, kind of like an ice cube. big ice cube from within, and we've got this the Ice Age as well, Hyoga Jidai. Alright, let's get into the game. Onyx says, I can't tell if Sensei has had too much caffeine or not enough today. Yeah, I don't do caffeine, so I've had just the right amount. It's time to jump into the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is rising with the power of glaciers, because it's Chillstream. And currently power level is 3066. Let's make that go up, and then let's jump into the game and remember where we are right now. Where are we right now? Let's look at our adventure guide. We can see where we are right now. Boken Gaido, our adventure guide. Right. Chase Arwen. Kind of sounds like Lord of the Rings, but no, it's not Arwen. It's Alwyn, and that's, I think, our father. And find him somewhere in the castle, and Ere no ano heya ni iko. So go to, I think, our mom's room. Where's our mom's room? I don't know. So it said chase Arwen. Why would we chase Arwen? In Lord of the Rings, I feel like Arwen was chased, right? Arwen was chased by Nazgul. Is this game trying to tell us that we're a Nazgul? Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I have had something this morning. I don't know. I don't know. I'm talking about ice cubes in your mind. I'm talking about in the game we're a Nazgul chasing Arwen, and she's gonna like summon elven spirits to stop a river. I don't know. Maybe it's all related. Maybe she's also having a chill stream. I don't know. I'll stop. Okay, where are we going? Let's talk to this guy. Konnichiwa. Yeah, it's true. We could put coffee in our mind as well. And then, even if I don't have caffeine, I would have a kind of subconscious caffeine that's in there. So that's an idea. And it's true, iced coffee could also be a word, couldn't it? Iced coffee. Now I want some iced coffee. Yeah, we are chillin'. It's true. This is a chill stream. We chillin'. To chill even more, I think we should probably add... We should put iced coffee in our mind. Don't you think? Because this is a chill stream, again. Let's go back. Let's see the situation. Let's put iced coffee. So iced coffee, also see iced coffee. Yeah, this one I never see. What is this? This is not a word. Yeah, see, it says dated. This is not a word. Don't add this word to your mind. You'll become dated. But look what is there, though. It's kind of interesting. You can see how words start. They start out in a very foolish form. Eventually, they become a better form. Sometimes it goes the other way. But in this case, we have the kanji for cool, cold. The Onyomi reading, the Chinese reading is Lei. So Lei Cold, which basically is an abbreviation for coffee, I imagine. So cold coffee. Don't learn that. It's weird. It's also Kansai dialect, apparently. And dated. So it's weird and kind of strange in many ways. Don't learn it. Oh no, I'm saying it so much I almost want to learn it. But no, don't learn it. Let's go back. So here we go. This is common. Iced coffee. Iced coffee. Good word. And now we can add iced coffee to our mind, which will cool us down for this chill stream. We will need that in addition to the glacier. So imagine, we're in the world of Japanese Quest. We're chilling on a glacier in the Ice Age. We are drinking iced coffee. Is there anything more chill stream than this right now? I don't think so. Yeah, cold soba, that's not a bad idea. Let's keep that in our mind, but let's go back to the game too. We are going to play the game too in this chill stream. But I think with these three words, we're properly chilled to start doing that. But yeah, cold soba, let's think about that.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Ah, okay, so here we go. It's a clue about where her room is. Erinoa-sama no oheya wa. So her room, our mom's room, princess, or that's like the queen's room, right? Mukou no tobira o akete. So open the door over there, and then hidari ni magatta saki da. So then on the left, if you turn, magaru is to turn. So hidari ni magatte saki. So it's up ahead. Mosugu. And yeah, the king should be coming there too. This is the king. This is the queen. This is our father. This is our mother. And Kelly, ohayou gozaimasu. You missed it. We got a chill stream, so we've been adding chill words. We've got Hyoga, glacier, like an ice cube, a big ice cube cooling you from within, put it in your mind. So the word for glacier, and also the Ice Age, the glacial period, Hyoga Jidai. And also we added some iced coffee at the recommendation of some party members up here. Aisu kohi. So all of that you can put in your mind, you can be cooled from within. Anyone else who's watching this on YouTube, put these words in your mind. You might find you feel a bit cooler. It's getting hot, so we have a chill stream today. Being cooled. Ice cubes, new words, cold words in our mind. Sugoi! 2 dragons summoned, 2 months subscribed. Arigato! Thank you very much for the sub. Still pretty cold here. You can just save these ice cubes then for later, for when you need them. There will come a time. Thank you very much for the sub. Let's go. Sumimasen. Jibun shiniri no namono. So yeah, sorry, Jibun shiniri means like I'm a new soldier. So I didn't know where things are. So up ahead, that must be here, I'm thinking. And so it must be... Ah yeah, we see it even. It must be this room here. Because it says... O to ohi no shishitsu. It's the private room of the king and the queen. Betrothed, welcome. Alright, so where are we? We are going... Hidari. Hidari ni magarimasu. Heard that sound. That must be like the sound of the door closing behind you. I don't know why the door closes automatically, but must be some... I guess some doors do close automatically, don't they? I forgot how doors work. Ooh, I think we hear... This is how babies talk. They say, da, da, abu. Abu, abu, abu. Reminds me of a certain anime. Anyone know this reference? Abu? Abu, abu, abu. Anyway, let's keep going.
赤ちゃんってこんなに小さいのね。ちょっと触ったら壊れちゃいそう。エレノア様、この子に触っていい？
Notice how they changed our name to Konoko, this child. Would it be okay if I touched this child? Ooh, we could add some more words here too. There might be some new words. Let's scroll down for new words. And so what is what's her name again? I almost wanted to say like Jasmine from Aladdin, but no, that's not her name. Why would I say that? Because she's a princess too. But no, her name is Jade in the English version, and I think Martina in this version. Abu. And sawaru is the verb to touch, and then sawattei. Is it okay if I touch this baby? You can see the te form plus e meaning good. So would it be okay if I touch this little main character of this game? That's us, by the way. So akachan, the word for baby, good word. So our baby is really this small, chisai, small. So chotto sawattara, so even if you touch them a little bit, kowarechaiso, it seems like they will break, you could break them. It's kind of funny. It seems like if you touch them a little bit, they will break, but then can I touch them? Same verb. The verb that does the breaking and the verb that's what I want to do, so better be careful. Yeah, Jade, I believe. I think this is Jade as a child.
この子ったらマルティナのこと好きみたいね。遊んでほしいって言ってるわ。
So it seems like this baby likes you. He's saying he wants to play. Hoshi is to want. So asobu, to play. Tei form, we have the nde, asonde hoshi. He's saying he wants to play. Kawaii ne.
この子は勇者として生を受けた希望の子。
So this child, 勇者として so as the hero, 生を受けた so they were born or gained life as the hero. They are the child of hope. Kibo, very good word. Hope, very important thing. One of the best of things. Again, it makes me think of Shawshank Redemption. There's some quote about that I'm still forgetting, but something about that. Hope, very important. Kibo no ko, the child of hope. Kawaii ne.
この子が大きくなったら父親に似ていかなる困難も乗り越える力強くたくましい子になってほしいわ。
So I want to highlight a good comment here. I love when babies wrap their fingers around like that. Yeah, when babies wrap their fingers around your finger. It's true, I've never put that in writing or talked about that, but I really like that too. Kawaii ne. So kono ko ga. So when this child becomes big, we see the word for big here, and then if you say kunaru, to become big, we got an anime baguette that has now joined our party, which sounds delicious. So welcome. Okiku nattara, so once they become big, chichioya ni nitte, so niru is to resemble, so they'll resemble their father. And then, no matter the difficulty, they will be able to overcome it. This is the verb to overcome. Very good verb, because you kind of need this verb for Japanese too. The key is just being persistent, being consistent. I like that word even better. And then norikoeru, to overcome. You can say like to overcome something. Norikoeru, good word. And then chikara tsuyoku takumashi ko ni natte hoshii. So want them to become powerful and yeah, this is a good word. Kind of means like strong. In fact, that word, I'm not sure if we learned it. Why don't we check if we have? Because this is what we want to happen to the main character. Let's go to our dictionary. Takumashi. I like to put it in like less sometimes just to see if there's similar things. So burly. Yeah, it's funny, like I knew that burly was the first thing that would come up in the dictionary probably, but it didn't sound right for like what the mom would say about like I want my kid to grow up and be burly. Didn't sound right. I guess strong might seem a bit better. Or healthy. Takumashi. Good word. Let's add it to our power level. And we have added it already. Turned up green. It's okay. Travis. Welcome to our journey. New party member. We've leveled up now with the power of some cold things because we have a chill stream. So we need cold words to put in your mind, kind of like ice cubes that can cool you from within your own mind. We had Hyoga, Glacier, Hyoga Jidai, the glacial period or the ice age, and also iced coffees in your mind if you want it. Put it in there. It's optional. Ice kohi. And then also strength you can put in your mind, but it is review, so we're gonna delete that one. Green means a duplicate. Yeah, it's true. I agree with that. Burly is a word you see to describe Popeye. I feel like I don't see that too much outside of old-timey context. Yeah, not so much now. She wants to grow up and look like Odyssey. Oh, right, I was forgetting who that was at first, but that means like that really, really ripped, muscular, like our captain of our boat, right? Yeah, that could be. Ooh, what? We got a new word to overcome. Good word. Norikoeru. We have learned that, and noru, to ride. We've learned both those. So, yeah, good words to add. But check it out. We're over 3,000. A lot of words we've already learned. But adding them again is good. They can be good review. It's also good that they come up green, so we know we don't need to add them to the list.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is rising. Let's go. Wait a minute, I forgot to add the power level after we powered up with iced coffee. So look at the bottom right, power level going up now. Let's go. Ooh, check it out. Good comment. IDJ says, I've been enjoying learning so many new words through games. And because you see them so often, they become slowly ingrained in your memory. It's a win-win completely. That's the whole reason for this stream, and yeah, I totally agree. When you play games in Japanese, there's tons of repetition of certain words. And that even if you don't learn them right away, you get used to them. And then over time, you'll look up certain ones maybe, and you will find that you start learning them. And maybe more importantly, you just get kind of used to reading and being around whatever language it is you're playing games in. Japanese is a great one because there's so many good games. And yeah, there's been recently a lot of people that have been streaming in Japanese, have been learning and teaching Japanese. They've been announcing some of their streams on our Discord, so check out our Discord, the gaming section. Some great streamers lately have been popping up, teaching Japanese, learning Japanese on their stream. We can see some of them even here. Unboxus was just streaming recently with Pokemon Sword and Shield. Callie, I think, was streaming fairly recently with Tokimeki Memorial. We had another new stream that was, I think, doing one of the Tales of games that was pretty cool. That was a new stream. All of them were announced and linked in the game section on our Discord. If someone wants to link that Discord with the command !Discord, that would be cool. People can find it and find some of those streams. And if you want to stream, you can do it too. A lot of people mentioned they were kind of inspired by the just having a spreadsheet. So if you want to stream yourself, playing games, playing Japanese games, simply add a spreadsheet. It's very easy. Just add a Google Doc. On OBS, you can just kind of put that window here. You can use the padding filter to just kind of pad it however you want, make it whatever size you want, and then you can just stream games, add words as you go, and then just have a kind of a community. It's hard maybe to get viewers at first, but other people might be into it. And in a way, it might be more fun than playing just normally. Because, think about it. You're playing a game in English, the game's fun. It's all good. You can do that, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you play a game in a new language like Japanese, I mean, just kind of like I always say, you level up in the game, that's good. You level up in the language, it's also good. And maybe your stream levels up as well. If you think about it, it's a win, win, win. Maybe that's why the internet is WWW, because it's a win-win-win. you combine all these things, the wins just keep coming. You learn Japanese, you have fun playing the game. It makes the game more fun, really. Because each of these words is like potentially like new dopamine for your brain. You get a like thrill from learning all these new things. So yeah, just a suggestion, if you want to promote your stream, if you want to try learning Japanese on your channel, go to our Discord, link it, maybe not spam it every day, but yeah, if you like post it like once or twice a week, people can check it out, and we can level up in Japanese together.
エレノア様に似たらみんなに優しい子になるわね、きっと。
So if he looks like you, he must be, yeah, he must grow up to be nice to everyone. So minna ni means to everyone. So minna is everyone. Ooh, we're getting rated again by Dizzy Dizzy Dino. Dizzy Dizzy Dino, welcome. Welcome to all the people rating. Yeah, Screw, we may do that in time if it becomes like more of a thing, which I think it may be becoming. Then we may do that. But for now, I still kind of like not having an extra channel because I don't like adding too many channels. But yeah, Dizzy Dizzy Dino. Konnichiwa, welcome. Yeah, we were just talking about how recently we've been having a few streams that have been teaching and learning Japanese that have kind of been inspired by Japanese quests. So maybe if some of your streamers too, if they like Japanese, if they like learning Japanese, you could try streaming. Why? Because it's a win-win. You have fun playing the game, plus you have fun learning Japanese. And a lot of people said they were inspired by kind of this spreadsheet we have here. As an option, you could add a spreadsheet. It's pretty easy. Just in OBS, add a new window. You can use the filter that's kind of like the padding filter to make it whatever shape you want it. Just put it somewhere next to your game, and you can add new words as you go. Let me show how we do that. So we see a new word here. By the way, you can write on screen too. This can be useful. This is very easy, by the way. Writing on screen, very easy. All you do on OBS is, right now, all I'm doing is I'm writing on Windows Paint. Any kind of drawing program can work. So on the window, of course, there's just like white around where I'm writing. And so all it is, it's using like the gamma key filter, I think, to just, it's filtering out the color white. That's all it's doing. It's incredibly easy. The color red works too, but I'm just using two colors. It's not a very advanced system. But if you want to write on the screen, you can show what you're learning. If you want to add some words, that can be fun too. Just an option. If you want to do it, you can advertise your stream on our Japanese Quest Discord that was linked up there. So yeah, check it out. And Dizzy Dizzy Dino, good to see you. Welcome everyone. This channel, by the way, I'm a Japanese teacher. What we do here, we learn Japanese from Japanese games. And today we're trying to spread to other people can do it too, no matter what level you are. It kind of helps in a way, if you're just beginning, to show what you know, what you don't know. If you don't know anything, how do you start learning then too? That in a way could make it more interesting. It becomes more and more like a puzzle. Each word is a new word to be learned. It's all kind of potential energy at the point. Anyway, just an idea. And let's show how we add new words. So here's a word, yasashi, kind. So it seems like you'll become a very kind child, just like your mom, the queen here. So let's look for that word. Let's go to our power level screen. We can see Goku is still learning the kanji for tabi, journey. He's really focusing on that kanji for a long time. Let's go to our dictionary. Yasashi. So tender, kind, gentle, affectionate. So kind is probably roughly the word we're looking for here. So N4 word, common word. Let's copy it with the C, the button C. If you have the Rikai Kun tool, just press C, copies to your clipboard. And that's not just the word, but all the info. Let's put it on our list. So we have yasashi, we have the reading, and we have the definition too. And it turned green because we've already learned that. It's a duplicate, but that's okay. It's a good review. Let's go back to the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Scouter says power level is 3067 and rising. Let's find some new words here too. Nani? So that's our dad's name, I think the king. Oh no, something going down.
さあエレノア、もうすぐ4大国会議が始まるよ。その子をこちらへ。
So Mosugu. So very soon now, we will have this great meeting of all the 4 great nations. That meeting will start. Hajimaru means to start. And then, yeah, give that kid, his name is Akira, because that's my name. By the way, my name is Akira Sensei. I'm a Japanese teacher. But notice it is in katakana because I am not native Japanese. I am a foreigner. But this was the name I chose when I was in high school taking Japanese the first time quite a few years ago.
これから行くところは怖いおじちゃんがいっぱいだけど、何があってもパパが守ってあげるからな。
So the place we're going now, there's going to be some scary, lots of scary old men from these kings of these other countries, right? But nani ga attemo, no matter what happens, Papa ga momotte agaru. So I will protect you no matter what happens. I'm imagining a shield of light. I don't know why. I just felt like drawing that.
まったくあなたったらそう強く抱きしめたら苦しいじゃないねえ。
I'm going to translate this as, oh dear. If you hug him that hard, it's gonna be painful. Kurushi. Painful. Ryugo Plays, konnichiwa. We have another streamer here. Check out Ryugo Plays. Also learns Japanese on stream. And by the way, the people, Dizzy Dino, who raided us earlier, if you scroll up and find Dizzy Dino's name, Dizzy Dino is a translator. So check out Dizzy Dino too. Translator, Japanese to English. Check them out. Awesome streamer. Dizzy says there's a translation thing. I always feel conflicted with Dragon Quest games. The game classically has Yusha. Or no, Kenja. Yeah, it's small so I couldn't see it that well. So Kenja, which means translated to sage, which makes sense since philosopher doesn't really sound magical. But then there's an item, right, Kenja no Ishi, which is like the philosopher's stone generally. Yeah, that is a tricky one. I feel like I might have seen you talk about that on stream one time or something, possibly, or saw someone talking about that issue. So yeah, good shout out. Check out Dizzy Dino. Follow them playing nice Rune Factory 5 in Japanese. So follow a translator, find them, follow Japanese, and yeah, very much deserved. In my mind, all Japanese teachers, all Japanese learners, we are natural allies. So shouting at each other is kind of the least we can do, in my opinion. Like, I almost consider us all like... My view of it's kind of weird. I almost consider us all like... Did you see this thing trending on Twitter? There's a word, I forget what the word is, but trees. It was a word for how trees can like grow together and essentially become like a common organism. So you got like a tree here, you got another tree. This tree in a way can like become connected. Did you see that word? There's a word for it, like a scientific word. These trees become like, they become essentially a similar organism. My kind of view of Japanese Quest is kind of like that. We're kind of all becoming like a common organism. So I almost view us as like the same creature in a way. Trees essentially become like a hybrid organism. I was thinking, what if humans could become like that too? In a way we do, I feel like. Maybe not physically, but but mentally in a way, we kind of can have a shared space. And I kind of feel like that sometimes about Japanese quests. So I feel like we're all kind of, yeah, they can kind of be... Yeah, there's the word. Thank you. Battle Bunny Quinn. This was the word I think that was trending on Twitter. I believe. Maybe it might have been different then. It might have been different, but something equally kind of that I don't know. But yeah, some word they graph together, but also there's another more scientific sounding word. Like, I'm not gonna even try to say it. But trees can literally like combine together and become like a hybrid organism. They can share nutrients, water, all of that. I don't know all the details. I'm not a botanist, but you get the idea. And I kind of feel like that here too. So I feel like shouting at other Japanese learners and teachers, it's kind of like shouting at myself. I feel like we're all kind of the same. We're all trees that have shared roots in a way. Because it can happen with roots too, underground. Trees can combine too. Anyway, there's my speech on trees combining and how that works with Japanese learners and teachers as well. So let's go.
今日みたいな特別な日に
Exactly.
急にこんな天気になるなんて私さっきから何か胸騒ぎがして
Exactly, we're all connected. Ooh, a nice... We get a slime emote. I like it. Yeah, I think we have a slime emote too, but I think almost no one has it because you need to give 1,000 bits to unlock it. But we do have a slime emote somewhere in there. I realized... I for a long time didn't know that even existed, like this tiered emote system. So, Kyomitaina, so like today... So today's a special day. And why on this special day would this kind of bad weather happen? The keyword here... Tenki, weather. So why would it become suddenly bad weather? So from before, something I've been kind of anxious about.
Eleno は安心してくれ。何があっても君とこの子は私が守るから心配いらないよ。
Yeah, very good Japanese day one vocab. And the weird thing, like, a lot of day one vocab is not useful and you won't really find in great literature in Japanese. However, this phrase, it's kind of like the pivotal, like the climactic moment in a very famous Japanese film. I believe is like Tokyo Story, I think. And it's said in a very pivotal scene. It's a famous line. いい天気ですね. And I think it was kind of used as, I don't know, kind of capturing this kind of feeling of like mono no oware, like the feeling of transience, the feeling of kind of sadness, the changing of an era, perhaps. So I feel like this word can just be small talk. Nice weather, isn't it? But it also can have a deeper meaning if you get into Japanese film and literature. Like a lot of words you might learn on day one might not be useful. Like watashi no namae wa Akira desu, like my name is. People don't really say that. But this, people say it, and not only do they say it, it can be pretty deep, given depending on context. Okay, so watashi ga momoru. So I will protect you, so don't worry. Shinpai is worry. Shinpai iranai. You don't need to worry. And this is all kind of the same stuff, so we'll keep going.
アーミン様、私は
what about me?
マルティナのお父さんは強くて勇ましいベルカダール王だ。私よりよっぽど頼りになるよ。
So your father is strong and brave. He's the king of this other country, Derukadaru, or whatever it is in English, I forget what it is. So watashi yori, so even more than me, you should be able to depend on him.
さて、会議が始まる時間だ。私はそろそろ行ってくるからね。エレノア、後のことは頼んだよ。
Okay. 会議が始まる. So 会議 is meeting. The meeting will begin. And this word for meeting, I'm not sure if we learned yet, so we could add that to our new words. So now is the time for the meeting to begin. Jikan is time. So 私はそろそろ行ってくる. So it's about time now for me to go. I will leave the rest to you. So Dizzy Dano, ja, matane, see you later. Thanks again for the raid. Very much appreciated. We'll have to raid you sometime if our time lines up properly. Ja, matane.
いってらっしゃい。あなた、坊や。
Kind of feeling like Back to the Future. We're an adult hanging out with our mother and father. Lucky there's no like love storyline with our mother. Then things would really get weird. That's what happened in Back to the Future, of course. So we're in the past. Can we look at a book from the past? Naruhodo. Ooh, we got a new word. We powered up with the power of that meeting. Kaigi, meeting. Good word. I thought maybe we, even though it's a common word, we probably didn't learn it simply because we don't talk about, business that much. So we have two of them turn green. So it looks like good. It's a new word. Power level now up to 3668. Let's make that go up. Look at the bottom right. Let's go. And you know what? Honestly, I'm feeling kind of hot right now, and this is a chill stream. I think we might need some more cold words to cool off. Any ideas in chat? Let's put more ice cubes in our mind. Cold words that can help cool us off. Yeah, we didn't tell you, Dizzy, but it's a cold stream, so yeah, see you later. But we're adding new words, kind of like ice cubes in our mind. If we put a word that's a cold-related word in our mind, we can cool down from within. So let's do that. Let's add a new word. Ooh, we got a cold word. Someone added to cool, to chill, to refrigerate. Hiyasu. Good word. Nice. That can cool us off in this chill stream. Let's look at it in the dictionary too. See if we for sure want to add it. 'Cause sometimes I do veto new words if they are not from the game or if they're not common enough. But this looks common enough. N2 word, common word, Wanikani level 30. To cool, to calm down, to be frightened. Yeah, good word. I like it. Yeah, that could be a good word too, potentially. I feel like it's often written this way, but actually let's put the kanji in, because it does have a variant. It can be kanki as well, but it's normally samuke, chill, cold. Looks good. Yeah, we need to cool off with more of these words. I'm feeling cooler already. I think this actually works. Even though I know these words, it's putting ice cubes again in my mind in a kind of deeper way. Ah, so we have learned this word. Have we? What? Huh, shouldn't it have that kanji though? Interesting. So we have added this before. Let's not add that then. Ooh, the power of air conditioning. That could be good. That could cool us. And that's reminding me, someday I should turn on air conditioning. So air conditioning. You can abbreviate English words too, apparently. Didn't know if that would work. It does. Here we go. Aircon. Abbreviated. Air conditioning. From the whole long word that no one says in Japan. Aircon. Air conditioning. Good word. And I had an experience when I lived in Japan. My air conditioner fell off the wall and leaked to my neighbor that lived below my apartment. It was one of 3 times I failed as a Gaikokujin and leaked water down to my neighbor below me. It was terrible because I'm this foolish foreigner that keeps messing up. Wouldn't have done that probably if I lived in Japan. I would have understood how air conditioning works properly. But I mean, that one, come on. The air conditioner fell off the wall. It's not my fault, is it? I don't think so. The other time probably was my fault. So, Hinayari, cold, good word, but it's a review. It's green, so let's add air conditioning. That's review 2. Okay. By the way, the other time I leaked water down on my neighbor. I think it was one time the shower got plugged, leaked down below. I think. Maybe it was, maybe not. I don't know. But the other time for sure, there was some leaking, I don't know why, with my washing machine, but I'm sure that was my fault, whatever it was. Because, like, the washing machine to me was weird. It just was different than the kind I was used to. There were, like, extra tubes and weird things going on. Anyway. Yeah, I think we're good. I think this one can cool us off enough for now. Icebreaker? Yeah, that's a good concept. I think we're good for now.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is rising, 3069. Let's make our power level go up. 3069. Let's go. The hype is real. Okay, so now where are we going? Kaigi Shitsu ni Ikou. So we are going to the meeting room. And where is it? Sankai, the 3rd floor. Alright. Goodbye, Mother. Goodbye, Jade. Mother, if you're gonna die soon. Sayonara. I feel like in this memory she dies, doesn't she? I think so. Wait, so I think we are on the 3rd floor, so it looks like the meeting room is here. Kaigi, again, meeting. Shitsu, meeting room. Kaigi Shitsu. Sa, ikimashou. Don't you love our outfit? We're still dancing, we're still waving, even in this weird memory where we are meeting our dead parents. I think the main character's pretty mentally strong, or I don't know. Something's going on. Let's save here again, might as well. If we just spam it, I think it will save, right? Good to know. Wow, 140 hours into this game. Not too bad. It's a long game, longer if you are a Japanese teacher teaching Japanese through it. But it's a good game. Great game too. So I'm thinking here, let's take a quick break and then Japanese Quest will be back and go into this meeting. So let's say BRB. Japanese Quest will be back. And let's see, if anyone knows any more cold words, we could, on this chill stream, learn some more cold words. How far are we approximately? I'm guessing a bit, like halfway or a bit more than half, is my guess. So, Itakimasu, Japanese Quest will be back. Tadaima. Japanese Quest is back. Let's go. Some good words. Suzushi. Meaning cool. Looks good. Ooh, fan as well. Some good words. Chalk, konnichiwa. Good to see you. I was thinking too, Chalk. So Chalk created this game to text extension that we talk a lot about. And I was thinking, we've been having a lot of streamers kind of like doing a similar format that have been inspired by some parts of Japanese Quest recently. And I'm wondering, like, doing our format, I feel like for most people is kind of impossible, but if you had game to text, I think it could be more possible. I was wondering, like, if there's some, like, changes that could be made to it that could help streamers specifically, and that we could have, like, lots of Japanese Quest or Japanese adventure type streams. Like, because if you imagine this format, right, people could have, like, a game to text window. Could it show up here, or could it show up here, or could it show up anywhere? Is there any way to, like, be flexible with the app? Is what I'm wondering. It's like it has one look where, like, you see the game screen and you see the thing below. Is there any way it could, like, be pop out or something? Because that could be kind of cool for streamers. There could be lots of interaction with the Twitch app. The Twitch app? Is there a Twitch app of it? Not sure if I know what that means. Ah, and there could... Oh, so there could be a Twitch app extracting text, doing quizzes, yeah, stuff like that. That could be cool. Right. The Twitch website. Yeah, that could be cool, I think, for other streamers too, because we've had a number of other Japanese Quest, Japanese learning type streams that have been popping up recently that have been pretty cool. Konnichiwa. It's time for the meeting. Yeah, that's a really cool tool too that Unboxes does. Check out Unboxes as well.
あの子がそうなのか。
Anoko. So that child is the one, basically.
あのあざがある。間違いあるまい。
So, ano aza. So, aza can mean bruise or like a mark. So they have the mark. Machigai arumai. There is no mistaking it. They are the Yusha. They are the hero.
Ankoku no shingen ni tayutau Jaku no kami. 凍てつく黒き闇をまといて母なる大樹に迫りし時
Okay, he's speaking kind of a flowery type language here, basically just talking about how the power of darkness from the abyss, the evil god, the frozen darkness, kind of encroaching, attacking the land that is our mother. Now is that time, and that's why we need this hero now. So Mbaksha says, unfortunately, my tool is a custom tool that isn't nearly as user-friendly as game to text. Yeah, it's a cool tool. Yeah, but I think ideas like that going forward could be a big help to streamers if more tools keep developing and make streaming Japanese learning that much more accessible. More people will do it, which would be very cool.
光の紋章を携えし勇者聖なる剣で邪悪の神を打ち先行となりてロトゼタシアの地を光で照らさん
I'll be honest, I'm not even listening to this dude because he's talking a lot about light, he's talking a lot about dark, and we've heard so much about light and dark. But anyway, bringing the light back to the land, we get the idea.
老主戦記終わりの歌か
Ah, okay, so it's a song. That's like a poem that he's reading. I was kind of looking too much at the comments to hear all that last part. But I also feel like it doesn't really matter. Sometimes when you read... In fact, I just read a speed reading video, or I watched a speed reading video in Japanese on YouTube yesterday. I thought it was a good video. And what he recommended, this guy reads 500 novels a year. The way he does it is basically two ways. Number one, audiobooks. Because he just drives a lot for his job and listens to audiobooks on double speed. So audiobooks is a big one. And then two, he reads lots of nonfiction, and Japanese nonfiction has a lot of bolded words, and his strategy is only read the bolded parts, because that's the important part anyway. Read the bolded parts and only the bolded parts, like, and maybe like before and after the bolded parts. So just read the bold, just do audio. If you do these two tactics in Japanese, if you get into Japanese reading, and maybe even English, not so much bolding though in English books. And he said that too, you can't really use it on English books as well because there's not bolding. But yeah, good tactics for Japanese books. Just read the bold for nonfiction generally, or audiobooks, and you can read maybe someday many hundreds of books in a year potentially. And yeah, that's true too. Podcasts can be good or better than a book these days. True. So yeah, this is the song of the Roshu Senki. It's like the record of Lotus Wars. If you heard of record of Lotus Wars, it's the same word for like the record of a war. But here it's the Roshu, the record of Roshu War. The final poem.
戦記曰く邪悪の神は古の勇者によって滅ぼされ世界は平和になったはず。しかし
So according to that record of the war, the evil god, so Jaku no Kami wa, so as for this evil god, by this ancient hero, we see Ni, so by them, so Ni yotte, so because of them, they were destroyed, they were defeated. This evil god was defeated by this ancient Yusha. And then, Sekai wa, so as for the world, it went back to peace. Sekai wa heiwa ni natta hazu. Shikashi, but, there's always a but, always a shikashi.
以前に比べロトゼタ市や各地に魔物が増えたこと皆も気づいておろう。
But now more than before, all around our world, this is I think the word for their world, kind of like Middle Earth in Lord of the Rings. This is their Middle Earth type word. Mamono ga fuita. So monsters are going up. Lots of monsters. Everyone's probably noticed it, right?
Asa を率いるバンデルフォン王国は邪悪な魔物に襲われ滅びたと聞いています。
So a different kingdom, here's the word for kingdom that we learned a few days ago. Okoku, kingdom. So this kingdom, who the king is Asa. King Arthur, what? King Arthur was defeated. Yeah, so the kingdom of King Arthur was attacked by monsters and was destroyed. Is what I heard. Yeah, true. I think audiobooks for learners, I agree, could probably be challenging, but it's an idea for possibly a goal someday. But yeah, the other thing is there are a lot of podcasts designed for learners too, which can be really nice.
このような事態の中、勇者と同じあざを持つ赤子が生まれた。これが何を意味するのか。聡明なる王たちの見解を問いたいと思う。
Okay. So in this situation, the same mark as the hero, a child, a kago, a baby has been born. これが何を意味する? So what does this mean? So all these wise kings, I want to ask for your opinion. So some good words here. Again, the keyword Yusha has been reborn. Kenkai o toitai. So I'd like to ask for your opinion. Nothing good.
邪悪な神だとか魔物が増えたとかいろいろおっしゃいますがね、どんなに不穏な影が世界を覆うとも。
So you're talking about evil gods, monsters increasing. Yeah, you're... So yeah, what is this, this shadow covering the land?
こうして伝説の勇者が誕生したのですぞ。勇者がいる限り、この世界の平和は約束されているではありませんか。
And then just like the legend, again we see the word for legend. Densetsu. Legend. It's the legendary hero, Densetsu no Yusha. And what happened to them? Densetsu no Yusha ga tanjou shita. The legendary hero was born. So as long as the hero is here, so iru is to exist, so iru kagiri. As long as this hero exists, this world, the peace in this world will be certain, will be promised. Yakusoku's promise will be guaranteed, you might say. And then again, keyword is peace. Sekai no heiwa, peace in this world.
なるほどの。勇者がいる限り平和は約束される。
Kaka, I see. So as long as the hero's here, peace will be promised.
ロードのも人が悪い。先ほど語った老主戦記、肝心な部分が抜けておったようじゃが。
Before when you're talking about that record of the ancient war, you left out an important part. How do you say important part? Kanjin, important. Kanjin na bubun. Important part was left out.
始まりの歌、老主戦記の第一章。勇者の誕生が記された助言だ。
So he I guess read the last song, but this is the first song, the first chapter in this record of this war about the birth of the hero.
生命を紡ぐ命の大樹、その息吹より生まれし光の勇者。
Okay, so it's about the Tree of Life, as we might have expected. The Tree of Life that winds all life together. Kind of in this world too, all life is connected, like we talked about earlier, through this Tree of Life. Breathes life into this child. The hero of light. Hikari no Yusha. This word light is a major theme, major motif in Dragon Quest games. Hikari. It's always about bringing light back to the land. It's always about the hero of light. It's always about the sword of light. Hikari no Yusha.
勇者の光、尽きることなきまばゆさで、果ては漆黒の影を生み出さん。影の名は混沌を滑る邪悪の雷。
Okay, so Yusha no Hikari. The light of that hero does not go out, and with its brightness, the darkness will not come back. The name of that darkness is this evil god that rules over chaos. Good word here. Konton. Chaos.
それでは伝説の勇者自身が邪神を誕生させたと。
Wait, so are you saying that the legendary hero himself has given birth to this evil god?
夜の暗闇がなければ星が輝けぬように、光がなければ闇も生まれない。太古の昔より定められた摂理じゃって。
So ID in the comments says, I personally love games with furigana. But, do you think they hinder your ability when it comes to recalling the kanji when there isn't furigana? I don't know. I think it's okay to play games with furigana, but I would say if you don't need the furigana, I would like if they're optional, and if you could turn it off, because I don't like reading books with furigana. So I do think it's better without furigana if you can read without it. That's my opinion. But I think it's really helpful for playing a game and getting through a game when you're starting out, for sure. So I'm really glad this game has furigana. So Yoru no Kurayami ga nakareba. So if you don't have the darkness of night, Hoshi ga kagayakenu. So just like if you don't have darkness in the night, the stars cannot shine. So just like that, Hikari ga nakareba, if you don't have light, there will not be darkness. And that is just the way of the world from ancient times. Yeah, I agree.
光と闇は常に表裏一体。勇者の誕生は命の大樹の福音か、邪神の目覚めの暗示か、果たして。
Hikari, light, yami, darkness. They're always hyori itai, so basically like two sides of the same coin or the same piece of paper. Yusha no Tanjo wa. So as for the birth of this hero, Inochi no Taiju no Fukuin ka. Jashi no Mazame no Anji ka. Hatashite. Yeah, is it the blessing of the tree, or is it like a possibility of bringing about this Dark Lord? So these two words aren't super familiar, so why don't we look these up? Okuin. So good news, the good news of this new child being born is the good news from this tree of life. And yeah, can be the gospel of Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is not a word I've seen very much. Not a common word. But with the kanji, it was pretty clear what it meant, so I didn't really feel like needed to look it up, but for fun, let's look it up. And then this word I have seen more. Anji. A hint, a suggestion. So it is a hint that the evil lord could be coming back. As you can see, this one is a common word. It is an N1 word. Why don't we add this one to our list since it's a common word? I'm guessing we haven't learned it. Are you kidding me? We have. Okay. Alright, we've learned it. It's kind of surprising. Not super common.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is rising.
言葉が過ぎますよ、クレイモラン王。勇者が悪と同等の存在などと。
You've said too much. You're saying that the hero is the same existence as this evil? And you can see he means it. You can see it in the eyebrows. So Yusha ga akuto doutou no sonzai. So what's happening here? Sonzai means existence. So doutou no sonzai. It's the same type of existence as Aku, as evil. Aku is evil. And let's think about it. He's talking about his son here too. How'd you take it? You just had a new baby. This king comes up to you in the hospital room. Yeah, your baby's evil, possibly. Maybe half evil. Not sure.
勇者が良い存在だとなぜ言い切れる？不吉な影は魔物だけではないぞ。
Ooh, he's doubling down. So the hero, Yusha ga yoi sonzai da to naze iikireru. So used to say iikireru. That's a good word. Let's maybe look that one up for fun. It's not even in here though. So yeah, if you're not sure, you can say I'm not so sure. Iikirenai. If you have ikiru, it's interesting. So it is in Rikai-kun, but not in this. Why? I wonder why. So yeah, to declare, to assert, to be sure about something, basically. So how can you be sure the Yusha is a good existence? There is a Fukitsuna Kage. Yeah, the this kind of ominous shadow is not just the monsters. And by the way, welcome to the new party member. I did see you.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is rising, and welcome to Windy. Yokoso. Japanese quest away. Yeah, anyone new here? I'm a Japanese teacher. Here we teach Japanese through Japanese games. That is what we do. And let's find some more words. We have a chill stream today. We are chilling, relaxing, learning new words, and also learning cold words. So we're learning chilled words to make this stream especially chill. Ice cubes in your mind. I can cool you. Alright. Speaking of that, we haven't added a new cool word for a while. I think we saw some suggestions before, though. Anyone make some suggestions for chilled words? I think we need to chill ourselves again with words. This is getting kind of too heated in here in this discussion. Let's chill ourselves with some words. Where were we? We got this tweet from before. Ooh, we got 6 likes on it now. Chill stream today. Again, it's hot out, so today our focus is learning cold related words like ice cubes for your mind. Ice cubes for your mind. 6 people like it. Good. We got some bells. Ooh, we got a new follower, new party member on Twitch as well. I'm a hater. We got a new hater. Awesome. All party members, welcome. Hopefully not really a hater. Anyway, let's go back to the game. So new words. Where's our dictionary? Let's find a new cold word. Let's just type in the word ice. Ice can make us cold. Check it out. Ice in katakana. Ice. Can be ice cream, can be ice. Should we power up with the power of ice today? That's an option. Aisukurimu. I think we have learned this word. Ooh, this is a good one. Shaved ice. That's really good. Have we learned that word? Kakigori. It's like chopped up ice. If you ever had that in Japan, I recommend having kakigori if you ever have a chance. We have learned that. Wow, okay. There must be more ice. Ice hockey. Ooh, that's big in my state. I live in Minnesota. Aisu hokke. Freezing, turning into ice. Lots of katakana options. Furizu. We got Ice Age again. What about just the power of ice? I bet we've not learned this one. 2 kanji for water together? Was there 2 kanji for water together? It probably was the kanji for water plus the kanji for ice. Check it out. So frozen water. So water just... So ice just has one more mark to make it ice. So yep. Mixture of ice and water. Mizugori. Yeah, skiing could be good. I can see you're a snow expert, so you would know. Yeah, let's... Have we learned the word for skiing? Yeah, I'm not feeling the word for ice that much. What about skiing? Ski. Skiing, skis. For this chill stream, we can now ski on our glacier that we added earlier. This word we may have learned already, but let's try. We have not. Let's level up with the power of skiing, with the power of skis. It can be both. Sweet. And we've got our shaved ice, but we can delete that because we already have it. Power level is now 370. Or no, why did I say 370? I don't know how to count. 3070. Tsuyokunatta ne. Yeah, those are good words as well. Not sure what this I thing means.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is rising. Let's go.
最近になって夜空を輝く勇者の星が鈍い光を放つようになったじゃろう。ご子息の誕生と同時に起きた異変じゃ。
最近になって。So recently, 夜空を輝く勇者の星が。So this star, the star of the hero. I kind of forgot about the star. That could be a word that's kind of a keyword for this game too. Hoshi, star. So now it's emitting a kind of more faint, a dull light. So it seems like that's a change that has coincided with the birth of this child, your son. Strange change. What? What are you saying?
わしには聞こえるのじゃよ。まがまがしい輝きの中、勇者の星が歌うロトゼタシアを混沌へ導く破滅の歌が。
Is this dude possessed by like the Dark Lord? What is going on here? This dude's like really into the Yusha being evil. Possibly Voldemort. Just be aware. Possibly possessed. So yeah, I can hear it. This sinister song that will lead us into chaos. This world into chaos and destruction. Hametsu no Uta. A song of destruction. The song of the star, of the hero. This sinister shining of the star. So not only is Yusha evil, the star is evil now, the song is evil, all of it is evil according to this guy. Baby's evil.
一理あるな。
So someone is agreeing. Let's look up that word. So I'm guessing we've probably not added that yet. Let's go back to our dictionary. And we get to see Goku so we can power up. Ichiri aru. I'm wondering if that whole phrase would be in here. Perhaps not. So Ichiri can be a principle or reason, or really what we're looking at here, there is some truth to that. There is some truth to what you're saying. You have a point. You can see point there too. So Ichiri, good word. Let's add it. Wow, we have added that. Wow, okay. Back to the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is rising.
出るかだろう。
Oh no, it's the king of Dundrasil that said that. What? You're saying the same thing?
緩やかにだが確実に世界にはまがまがしい足音が近づいている、その兆しが各地で起こっているのは真実だ。
So slowly, but it just keeps coming. Some kind of sinister footsteps keep coming closer in this world, to this world. Sono kizashi. Good word here, kizashi. Like the sign of something. The fact that there are signs of this in various places around the world is the truth. Shinjitsu, truth. Kizashi. The fact that there are these signs of this evil coming is the truth. Let's see if we've learned that word yet. Kizashi. Signs, omens, symptoms. Common word. I'm kind of guessing we have added this, but let's just see. And indeed we have. There tend to be signs and omens in games quite a bit, which is why we've learned it.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
3070. Let's go.
我々は上に立つ者としてロトゼタシアに住むすべての民のためにその元凶を断たねばなるまい。
So we must defeat the leader of all this evil. And for who are we doing it? Tami no Tame. Notice how that's kind of interesting to say. Tami, the people, and then Tame. So for the people. For all those people, we must defeat the ringleader of all this evil, those of us who lead.
たとえ それが伝説の勇者であってもな。
Oh no, even if it is that legendary hero. Really? You're both wanting to kill a baby? What's going on here?
それはこの子を亡き者にしろ、そう言っておられるのでしょうか。
Are you saying kill this baby? Eh?
息子が生を授かる直前、
So right before this child was born.
命の大樹から聖なる光が発せられ、夜明け前の空をまばゆく照らしました。
So from the Tree of Life, we can see Inochi no Taiju Kara. So from the Tree of Life, Seinaru Hikari. So a holy light was emitted from this Tree of Life. Yoake mai no sora. So sora is sky. So what kind of sky? The sky before the dawn was lit up by the light from this world tree. Really? You looked for it, didn't find it? Really? Why did it turn green? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I will have to look into that later. I'm not sure what that's about. Let's add it again then. And then I could just like check it later to see if it's legit or what's going on. I wonder why. Sometimes formatting things get a little weird, so that is a possibility. Not sure why it would be. Let me do a quick search to find. Let's do a find in sheet. We can see that find in sheet there. And let's just do signs. How many other words for signs do we have? We have 2 for signs. We have one that we just put there and then another. And yeah, it's a different one, so it seems like you're right. Although it could be... Could it be that it's somehow a duplicate in another way? Kizashi. So that same kanji, just one. And it's down here. Nani sore? Why is it green? I do not know. Let's have fun looking at why. Conditional formatting. It's because of this. Cell is not empty. Then it should turn green. Why in the world did this formatting spontaneously happen? If this one cell, 3070, is not empty, then it will turn green? What a bizarre rule. How would that happen? Did someone make that? How would that make any sense? So good, now it should not be green. Wait, why does it still kind of have that appearance though? Is someone in there? Not sure what's all this different formatting. Is it green because someone is there? I'm not sure how this greenness works. Anyway, it doesn't seem like it's green in the same way. Whatever, let's go back to the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power?
Ah, yeah, it's only green because you search for it. Thank you, yeah. All these different formatting things are so kind of confusing. So, good. Thank you for figuring that out. I don't know why that weird formatting happened. Bizarre. Okay, good. Thank you very much for the save there, Drake. Helping our power level go up when it should be going up. I wonder why that strange formatting happened. I've never seen that before. Sa, ikimashou.
その直後、その光に共鳴するように、光り輝く痣をその手に携えたこの子が生まれたのです。
And then right after that light came from the tree, then that Mark II on the baby's hand was raised and was also glowing, as if it was resonating with that. So here's the word for to kind of resonate. So sono hikari ni, so with that light, sono hikari ni kyomei suru. Kyomei to resonate, to kind of respond to. That mark was also lit up just as the baby was born. Yeah, that's an idea, but I think for now it's okay. I'm kind of used to the green color. That's the first time it's ever been an issue.
この子は
And now I'm aware of it.
孫うことなき伝説の勇者。大いなる闇を晴らす力として命の大樹が与えてくださった希望の光です。
希望の光です. So the main thing, important thing is often at the end of a sentence in Japanese. 希望の光. The light of hope. Given to us through the hero, given to us by the tree of life. It is this light of hope that would clear the darkness. Yami. Darkness. What's it doing? Yami o harasu. To clear the darkness, it is this power of light.
光と闇は表裏一体などではない。命の大樹の申し子である勇者の聖なる光は必ずや闇を消し去る。私はそう信じます。
私はそう信じます. So I believe that the hero is the one who will surely erase the darkness from the land, bring light back to the world, this holy light. 聖なる光. Holy light. Yeah, they're a child brought to us from the tree of life. They are not one and the same. Light and darkness. Ooh, we got this word for evil god now. I like it. Evil god. The word for evil, or the kanji for evil, plus the kanji for god. Jashin. Looks good. And we keep seeing this phrase. Why don't we look it up for fun? So, hikari and light are not one and the same. They are not two sides of the same coin. Let's look that up. So here, just this part. Hyori, front and back. The kanji for front and the kanji for back. Here we go. The two views of an object referring to the same thing. Being inseparable two sides of an object. Two sides of the same coin. That's the one I kind of kept saying. So, hyori itai. Why do we have these? I'm guessing we haven't learned either. This one's common, so front and back. This one we may have learned. Let's just see. And a different way to say it is front and back. Omote ura. And that one I think is a pretty common way to say it, so why don't we just... You can keep it with that one, I think. And then... Hyori itai. Which we keep seeing in this game. Maybe not so common, but still... It's kind of interesting to solidify the earlier word. So front and back are one. Itai means one body. Two views referring to the same things, two sides of the same coin. Looks good. Power level is now 3070. Ooh, someone added Ikiru as well, because we saw that before. To assert, to state definitively. They talked about how can you say for sure that the Yusha is good and not evil. Because they said good and evil, light and dark, they are kind of the same. Okay, power level going up. Look at the bottom right. Power level going up right now to 3075. Let's go.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Scouter says power level is going up.
よくぞ言ったアーウィンよ。もしも我らの意見に賛同していたら即刻勇者を引き取るところだったぞ。
Well said. So if you had agreed with our opinion, I would have immediately taken the child. Eh?
勇者は命の大樹の意志。我々に与えられた光の力だ。全力で守らなければなるまい。
So what, he was just like lying to just like freak us out and to think that he's gonna kill our baby? Come on. It's a bit much, but anyway. So Yusha. So this hero, he makes it even more clear what this hero is about. Ishi. They are the will, the very will of the Tree of Life. Inochi no Taiju no Ishi. They are the will of this Tree of Life. That's what the hero is. They are the power of light given to us. Hikari no Chikara. The power of light. And we must protect it. We must protect the hero with all of our strength. So Zenryoku, all full strength. Zenryoku de Mamoru. We must protect this child. This form means we must do it.
ちと意地悪が過ぎたかの。お主の誠の心を知りたかったんじゃ。許せ、アーウィン殿。
Are you freaking kidding me? Even this guy is saying they were joking? Not cool. Yeah, let's hang out at your baby shower and joke about how your baby's evil and we're gonna kill your baby. That's not what friends do, people. Don't do that.
我が国は勇者への支援を約束する。その子が16歳になった暁にはデルカダールで修練を積ませよ。
So we promise in our country to support the hero. So when your kid becomes 16, Warebare means us, but yeah, that's not the one in the game, right? So this is kind of a cool word, Akatsuki. You might have seen that word if you know Naruto. The kind of evil organization that game is called Akatsuki. It can mean twilight, but it also can mean like the opportunity, so or like the time. So like the time the hero becomes 16, they can be trained in my country. Yeah, good word. And I'm not sure if we've added it, but we probably have. If we haven't, someone can add it up there. Thank you, Liz. Ah, that was used? Okay, then we could add that then, yeah, sure. Good word. Means we, us, ware ware.
勇者にはいち早く我々を導く力をつけてもらわんとな。
So yeah, to this hero we must... Again we see ware ware, just like we added here. They must get the power to lead us quickly. Ware ware o michibiku. So michibiku to lead, so to lead us to they must have this chikara.
デルカダール王、皆さんありがとうございます。
Thank you, everyone.
これにて一件落着ですな。まあ私はこうなると思ってましたがね。
Buggy the Clown, having a good time. I think it's the same voice actor for Buggy the Clown in One Piece. So, good word here we keep seeing in this game. So, korenite, or another way to say that would be korede. So now, I guess this issue is settled. Ikken means like one issue, and then Rakuchaku means settled, so I guess that's settled.
では結論は出たようだな。我らの心は一つとなった。
では、ketsuron. Ketsuron. So this is a good word. If we haven't added this, let's definitely add it. Very good word. I think we probably know it or have added it. But ketsuron, conclusion. So it looks like a conclusion has been reached. Everyone seems now of the same heart, the same opinion. Kokoro, heart, kokoro wa hitotsu. So heart is one. Hitotsu natta. So now we all are of the same opinion. Ooh, we're here too. A ghost watching over things. Maybe a ghost? I don't know. Everything is with the guidance of the Tree of Life. And we had a new word here too. So ware means we, us, and then shuren, training. This child will be trained, like they said, when he turns 16.
さあ、これで四大国会議はしまいだ。勇者を待ちわびている者たちにその子の顔を見せに行かれよ。
Okay, with this we can end our meeting of these four great nations. And those who are waiting for the hero, let's show him off to everyone.
はい。デルカダールをありがとうございます。
The king of... What did they call it? Dundersill? King of Dundersill. Thank you very much. Arigato.
それでは皆さん、長々とありがとうございました。四大国会議はこれにて。
So thank you, everyone. With this we end our great meeting. No, no.
アーウィン様。
Oh no. Not good.
どうした？
What happened?
皆様、お逃げください。魔物が我が城に。
Everyone, run away! We got a new party member, Jeb. By the way, anyone else, if you're here for the first time, welcome. I'm a Japanese teacher. What we do, we break down the language in the game. We add new words here, down here. I kind of write on the screen to show how these words fit together. And mainly, we play games. We learn Japanese from those games. We level up in the game. We level up in real life too in Japanese. So, yeah, welcome. So, nige is the root of nigeru, to run away. If you want to make it polite for a king, for example, you can add o and kudasai. So, o nige kudasai, o nige kudasai. So please run away. So before we saw naga naga, which means long. So yeah, he was saying, I think, thank you for that long meeting, naga naga. You can see the repetition mark, so it means this kanji is just being repeated. Naga means long, nagai means long, naga naga, double long, very long. Often when you double things in Japanese, it gets more of whatever it is. If you want to see the sound of someone possibly dying, you want to go with a gu sound. Gu, possibly, gu fu. Hopefully he's not dead though. Hopefully it's just the sound of passing out and not dying. But not good. A lot of monsters.
皆さん、大変です。多くの魔物がこちらに向かっています。どうかここからお逃げください。
So everyone, 大変です。This is a serious situation. Lots of monsters are heading here. Everyone, run away. I wonder, like, are we gonna fight these monsters in the past? Are we actually here? I don't know. Can people see us? I think people can see us. Can they? Yeah, they can, right? So I will protect you even if it is cost my life. He's telling the king there. Not a good situation. This must be the story that we heard about when we were thrown in the river. Everyone died. Is this guy dead? Henji ga nai. There is no response. Sure ni koto kiriteru you desu. So yeah, he is already dead. Whoa.
勇者はどこだ勇者を出せ
Where is the hero? Yusha wa doko da? Bring out the hero. Yeah, Drake, I don't know. We'll have to find out.
数が多いな。しかし悪しき異形の者どもに勇者を渡すわけにはいかぬ。
So there's lots of them, but we cannot give these evil monsters the Yusha. We can't give them the hero. Yeah, it seems like we're not just a ghost. It seems like we can interact. So it seems like we're here somehow in the past.
ここは私とローが引き受けた。そなたはその子を連れてエレノアと共に城の外に逃げろ。
So I will, along with Rab, our grandfather, take on these monsters. You take Akira, take the hero, and with the queen, leave the castle, run away. Nigeru! Again, we said nigeru, to run away. To make it a command, you can change that ru into a ro. Nigeru! Run away! And where are you running away? Soto ni, outside the castle.
出るかだろうしかしこの数では
But King of Derukararu. But there's too many. Because here we see the word for number, kono kazu dewa. So there's just too many of them. Too great a number. Shikashi. But there's too many. He can fight.
案ずるな。この程度の魔物に不覚を取るほど老いぼれてはおらぬわ。私も後から必ず追う。さあ行け。
So don't worry. This level of monsters, I'm not so old that they're gonna get the jump on me. I'll come after you. So, sa, ike, go.
出るかだろうロー様ここは頼みます
I leave this place to you. And remember, our father's supposedly a great warrior too, I believe. Okay, so now we are going to Gyokuza means throne. Gyokuza no ma ni iko. So go to the throne room, and that looks like it's right there. Straight ahead. Wait a minute, this is not where we're supposed to be. Yep, you went to the throne room. Bujirato Iga, I hope he's okay. Let's go. Can we fight this guy? We cannot. Guha! You foolish humans trying to protect the Yusha. This will be your grave. Hakaba. Means like your grave. Wait, what? What? I just spammed something, but I guess that meant get to fight him. Don't know what we just did, but apparently we're getting to fight in the past, and we're not even being backed up by our friends. Don't know why. Did not try to do that. Oh well. Don't spam buttons when you're talking to monsters like in weird memories. You never know what will happen. I think we can win this though. Yatta. Taoshita. When it's yellow, it must be they're below 50%, because we killed them again with the same attack. Well, that's good. Can help out our grandfather there. Ooh, nice. New word, Hakaba. Graveyard, cemetery. So yeah, just to be clear, I translated as this will be your grave, but it's actually graveyard because it has the ba there. Haka by itself, that would be grave. It just sounded more natural to say this will be your grave. So I translated that way. Okay, here we go.
アービー様、私怖かった。
Oh, I was so scared.
よくぞご無事でいてくれました。窓から魔物の大群が向かってくるのが見えて、あなたとその子が心配で。
I'm so glad you're safe. I saw this big group of monsters coming from the window, and I was so worried about both of you. Keyword, shimpai, worry. And other word, mamono no taigun, a big group of monsters. Not good.
今は話している時間はない。この子を連れここから逃げよう。さあ、私についてくるんだ。
So now is not the time for talking. So take this child and run away from here. Koko kara nigeyo. Let's run away with this child. Sa. Watashi ni tsuite kurunda. So come with me. Some good new words we added. Let's make our power level go up to 3079. Can you feel the power of these words? It's been a while. It's a chill stream, you might have seen. That means we need to add some more words related to cold. What's another good chill word? Let's just type in the word chill. Chill stream, let's type in the word chill. There must be some word for chill we need to learn. And this can cool us off from within, like an ice cube in your mind is the theme today. So shivers, chill. Yeah, cold, that's a possibility. Let's see if we see something. So chill. This is not one you see that much. So to cool, hiyasu. Yeah, I think we saw that earlier. So cold. Or a cold wave. Reiki. Good word. What else? Morning chill. Interesting. Harasamu. Autumn chill. Another autumn chill. So many words in a language. Let's type in the one that Cole wrote for fun. It's a good suggestion. Let's see what we see there. Nonbiri. Basically, to relax, to chill, you could say. At leisure in a relaxed manner. Carefree manner. Let's copy it. This one we may have added, but let's just see. Nonbiri. So we have added that, but a good word. Let's add a lot of it so we can chill a lot. See, now we're really chilled. We have all this nonbiri. We've got an anonymous pumpkin. I didn't even know pumpkins could be there. I thought it was all animals. But anyway, we got a pumpkin. So that's good. Look at how chill we are now. Let's go back to the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Look at all that chill, all that non-BD. Let's leave that for now. It looks especially chilled. The green color kind of feels chilling too. Let's leave it for a little while, but we can add new words after that a bit later. Now this is truly a chill stream, a non-BD stream. Non-BD chill. Let's chill.
君たちのことは私が絶対に守る。たとえ何があっても。さあ早くここから脱出しよう。
So I will protect you no matter what. So let's escape. Chill stream. We are in full chill stream mode. You can see it with the new words here. So now we're going to the 4th floor. We can see that here in the adventure guide. Ikai e iko. Go to the 1st floor. We are now on the 3rd floor, so let's find the stairs. I feel worried about these guys. I feel like these guys can't take this guy on. I know it's like a weird flashback, but we need to help him. So they have not noticed us, but let's fight him anyway. We must change the past. This guy looks like he's gonna kill this guy. I can't live with that. At least not this moment. Ooh, not bad. 1 attack with that crit. What up? We are still waving, even as our baby self is possibly going to be killed by hordes of monsters. We are still just running around waving. We don't need to fight every monster. Those guys can handle that skeleton. Okay, so now, is this the 1st floor? Nope, it's the 2nd floor. Yep, they went to this 1st floor, so let's go there. Hope they're okay, she's saying. What the heck is this guy doing? This is funny. Check it out. So, kabe no furi. So, furi suru is to pretend you're something. So I'm pretending I am the wall. And I'm just gonna keep doing that. Hopefully they won't find me. So, kabe no furi shite yaritsuko. So I'm just pretending I'm the wall here. Interesting technique. Here we go.
よし、ここから外に。
Alright, let's go from here. Let's go... Sotoni, outside. Nani?
Kill! 感じるぞ。勇者の気配がする。
I feel it. Kanjiru. I feel it. It's the kind of... I feel the presence of the hero, the Yusha.
どんなに姿を隠しても、その忌々しい光の波動は隠せまい。さあ、おとなしく勇者を差し出すのだ。
No matter how hard you try to hide it, that terrible light, you can't hide the kind of aura, the waves from that. So, play nice and give us the hero.
私の家族には指一本触れさせん。
I will not let you touch one finger. of my family. Good word here. Kazoku, family. And you can see he's serious. You will not mess with my family. Kazoku. What? See, this guy's a great warrior. He should be able to win. Nice. That shield's not doing too well. Check out this shield. Let's just let this shield be in pain a little bit longer. That's what they deserve for trying to take the hero. Check this guy out. His tongue, it just keeps wagging. It's kind of creepy, that shield. I like it.
魔物が次から次へと。あなた、私たち一体どうしたら。
The monsters keep coming one after another. What can we do? Yeah, Mito Green, I think you're right. It must be that tongue strength. They're getting those tongue reps there. Infinite loop of tongue wagging, even in death. Pretty impressive if you think about it.
この城はもう奴らに囲まれている。正面からはとても突破できないだろう。
So this castle, we see here the word for castle, Shiro, castle. So this castle is already surrounded. Here's the word for surrounded. So Shomen Karawa, so from the front, we definitely cannot break through. The word for break through is toppa. So toppa dekinai. We're not able to break through. Gotta find a secret way out.
倉庫にある地下通路へ向かおう。あそこを使えば城の外に出られるはずだ。さあ、こっちだ。
Let's go through the underground hallway. That's in like the storeroom. Here's the word for storeroom. So cool. That could be a new word, by the way, and probably let's change it so our new words look correct. All these nombiri. It's a chill stream, so we added a lot. Here's a word for relaxing in Japanese. But let's erase that so we can add new words too.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
So now we are going to that storeroom, which we can see on the map, which is convenient. The map's very helpful with these little arrows. We have a word that was added that I didn't notice for cooling. It's a chill stream, so we are adding cooling words, so this is fair game. Label, cooling. Air conditioning it can mean too. Nice. Can you feel it cooling you off with the power of that word? Let's make our power level go up. 23, no. 3080 is our new power level. Let's go. Okay. This monster is doing damage. We must save this person. It's a fire warrior. Oh no. Nice, we got some the word for a storehouse we added there, sweet. Thanks for adding it. So cool. Storehouse. Common word. Noosh. Power level now has gone up to 3081. Let's make that power level go up yet again. Push. Noni? Daijoubu? Ah, so our father already went in there, it seems like. So let's go in there. Noni? Oh wait, that's the wrong door. This should be the right door. Wait, what? No, that's not a door. This should be the right door. Yosh.
確かこの棚の後ろに。
Toshko. So yeah, it must have been behind this shelf. Tana is this thing right here. I'm blanking on English. What's the word for this in English? Like a shelf? Is there a better word than a shelf? Tana no ushiro. So behind this shelf.
さあ、エレノア、マルティナ、魔物に気づかれぬうちに早く中へ。
So before the monsters notice, let's quickly go inside. Hayaku, quickly. And then naka, inside. Hayaku, nakae. Let's go inside. Quickly. So we can go inside too, it looks like. Anything... Have we been here? I'm not sure if we've been here before. Just want to make sure we're not missing something. Yosh.
Yo.
We are now in the sewers. Hopefully, this way we can get away from the monsters. Ooh, nice. We added the word for shelf. You've powered up with the power of shelf. You can see it there. Tana. Shelf. High level word. Power level is now 3082. Can you feel that new shelf that's in your mind? It's good to have shelves in your mind. You can put different thoughts into the shelf in your mind. You can put a different word in each shelf if you want to. Sometimes similar words, like words that are related, you can put in the same drawer of a shelf. SoCal says, my reaction whenever I get up in time for your stream is like kids in Sunday morning cartoons. Hey, that's an awesome comment. Arigato. Because I totally know the feeling that you're talking about. It's such a good feeling when you wake up as a kid and there's a cartoon that you know that you really like is on. It's kind of a magical feeling, almost like a Christmas morning type of feeling. And it's... yeah. I appreciate the comment. So, Bruce says the same thing. Arigato. I do appreciate it. And let's see, so we have some new words there. We've powered up now with the power of a cabinet, a shelf, Tana, in your mind. So SoCal Life, Bruise, now if you want it, you can put this cabinet in your mind, and in that cabinet, in the shelves, you can start putting words in those shelves. Today it's a chill stream, so in one cabinet, in one shelf, you can put kind of cold related words, and on hot days that can kind of help you out, help cool you off. It's like kind of ice cubes in your mind that can cool you off from the inside, from the subconscious inward out. So some good words here. Tana, shelf, and this word, have we seen this word in the game? I don't know. So sewer, gesuido. Did we see this in the game? If not, we may not want to add that right now. I'm not sure if we saw that in the game. Whoops, wrong button. Yeah, I don't think we see that in the game. So we maybe don't add that for now. I did say the word sewer in English, but
よし、こ
ありがとう。
こから外に出られるはずだ。
Yeah, maybe someday we could edit, but let's try to wait till we see it in game. But I do appreciate editing it because it's good. It's good to see and good to get a review, and I mean sometimes we do edit words, so it's good to edit. Okay, so koko kara, so from here, soto ni derareru hazu. So now we should be able to get out of here, out to the outside. Let's try to do it. No,
ここは私が食い止める。君たちは早くここから逃げるんだ。
Oh no. So we saw him as kind of a dead or half dead spirit kind of right here. So he must have died here, saving us, fighting all these monsters so that we could escape. Kanashine. So koko wa, so here, watashi ga kuitomeru. So I will stop them here. This could be a good word. I'm not sure if we've added it yet. Could add that to our power level. So you must quickly run away. So tomeru is to stop. Kui normally is to eat. But in this word, kui tomeru kind of means to stop them. To slow them down.
あなたでも
But... Quickly! Go!
忌まわしい魔物どもめ、ここは絶対に通さんぞ。
You evil monsters, I will definitely not let you pass. You shall not pass. And we see here kuitomeru. And the way it's defined on this dictionary here is to check, to hold back, to keep at bay, to stop, to prevent. So he's going to hold these monsters at bay to keep them back, to stop them. It's a good word. Come on, we must help. Gotta help our father, right? We've gotta help him. Because he dies here. There's 3 of them. Come on, tell me we're with our father. Yes, we are. Good. Let's do our special ability. How do you like this, father? Water slash or whatever it's called.
ここは通さん。いざ。
Not bad, not bad. Wait, what? I had a glitch and defended by accident. That was not good. Pro controller with the glitch. I thought pro controllers were good, but not sure what happened there. The D-pad's a little weird sometimes. But it's much better than my Joy-Cons, don't get me wrong. The Joy-Cons are totally messed up. Yeah, I don't know why Switch did such a terrible job in their controllers. I love the system, but the controllers, it's ridiculous. Yosh. Yeah, the drift problem on my controllers now. I got my Switch at the beginning of Switch when it was first out. It's unplayable with those controllers now. You can't, like in this menu I couldn't choose things, it just would be spazzing out so that I couldn't pick anything. It's totally crazy. And it's a pretty common problem, it's not just me, it's many people have that problem. Not everyone, don't get me wrong, but it's a widespread problem for at least the original controllers for the Joy-Con. It's quite ridiculous. Good thing is I never use those, but for some games you have to use them, so it really is unfortunate. Yosh. Katta. Exactly. The Pro controller is pretty good. that glitch before doesn't happen very much. It's possibly my own fault.
これで全部倒したようだな。早くエレノアたちを追わなければ。
So it seems like we were able to defeat all of them. Let's quickly catch up to Eleanor, the queen. Nani?
マルティナ、ここにもいないのか。マルティナ。
Martina, are you here?
この声はデルカダール王。よかった。ご無事だったのか。
What that voice is the king of Derukararu. Good, you're okay. Oh no, is he running the... Which way is he going here? What's... So I think he just ran ahead. We need to find him wherever he is, somewhere down here. I think he went this way, didn't he? Let's follow our father. Let's try to help him not die in this past, maybe. Yeah. Maybe, but I mean, I don't even know if that's true, though, because, like, the issue came in a way, like, too soon. Like, the issue didn't take long to come. So I feel like it's more than just that. Jellyman Kelly raiding with a party of 18. Yokoso, Japanese Questaway. Welcome to Japanese Quest. Anyone new to Japanese Quest? I'm a Japanese teacher. What we do on this channel, as you can see, is we learn Japanese from Japanese games. Fun words like this one. Bakabakashi. Absurd, if you want to read it. These words here we learned from past games. New words we find in the game we put up here, and then our power level goes up. By the way, we were hosted by, or rated by, Jellyman Kelly. Welcome to a new party member. What kind of streamer are you? By chance, do you stream any Japanese games? If so, we want to know. Other Japanese streamers, other Japanese teachers, or people interested in Japanese. We look for them, we spread the word. So yeah, what kind of streaming do you do? Jellyman Kelly. Are you in fact a Jellyman? So many questions.
Yo.
So I teach Japanese and English. If that is the case, then let's do a shout out in chat. Could someone please do a shout out for Jellyman Kelly? We got another Japanese and English teacher. I was an English teacher in Japan for 2 years on the JET program, and now in the US I'm a Japanese teacher. So yeah, let's get a shout out. Check out Jellyman Kelly, follow them. We always spread the hype for Japanese learning on Twitch, so follow all Japanese teachers, all Japanese learners. That is at least my philosophy. We're all connected here. We're all natural allies, Japanese learners, teachers, which also means if you are watching Jellyman Kelly, I recommend you follow Japanese Quest as well. Then you can become a party member as well, and party members can be here with us on this journey. And what happens is you join us on stream, you're a party member, and you too, your power level can go up in Japanese, your power level can go up in English, level up in the game, level up in real life. Let's go. Let's do it. So yeah, let's everyone follow everyone. If we're all learning Japanese, if we're all teaching Japanese, let's all level up each other. Why not? We're all allies here. Let's go. Okay, so where are we? We are here, and we're going, I think, where did our father go? Snackies TV, yokoso. Japanese Questaway. Welcome to Japanese Quest. We got a new party member. Let's go. And another one too. Oh, Micron. O-M-N, Icron. Not sure how to say that, but in any case, new party member. Let's go. The hype for Japanese learning on Twitch is real. Ooh, Kelly and Kanji is back too. Check out Kelly and Kanji too, another awesome Japanese streamer. Teaching Japanese through Japanese game, learning Japanese through Japanese games. Super Anime Turbo, now a party member. Let's go. The hype for Japanese on Twitch is real. Let's spread the hype in all directions. We'll raid someone too who's learning Japanese or teaching Japanese on Twitch. Let's keep it going. Let's make the cycle. Let's keep it going. Power up indeed. Oh no, what?
出るかだろう。おのれ、お前は一体何者だ。
Omae so as for you, ittai nanimono? So who in the world are you? Nani is what? By the way, we have an emote for that. If someone has the emote, you can use that. And yeah, I did not think we'd be seeing Morrigan here. So mono is person. So nanimono. So who in the world are you? We got it. Nani, 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 nani. There's the kanji for nani if you didn't know it. Now you do. It's right there. We got a new party member, C Lordy, C.O. Lordy. Let's go. We need all the party members we can get to fight this, the Dark Lord here. Always helps. Can you imagine? Imagine if we were in this role-playing game, and we have like, how many followers here? I think we're almost up to what, 6,000 or something. I don't really know. Imagine if we had all these party members in a battle scene against Morrigan. He would stand no chance. Just imagine all these party members lined up. We all got our special abilities. We all got our special techniques, skills, songs, dances, what have you. All these party members combined. I think we'd win. That's kind of the image we're going for here.
お前はアーウィンではないか。皆は無事なのか。
Oh no, I think he's possessed now. Because the Dark Lord disappeared. It must be like inside his mind. We've got this this six-horned creature, this Morrigan. Not good. Are you okay?
ああ、出るかだろう。よくぞご無事で。
Ah, you're okay. He's not okay.
幸いにもこの戦火の中、我が息子と妻、そしてマルティナは無事に城の外に逃げ延びました。
So the one good thing is within this battle, my son, here's the word for son. My wife, here's the word for wife. So musuko to tsuma. And your daughter, Martina. Buji ni, so safely, the word for safe here is buji. So buji ni shiro no soto ni nige nobimashita. They were able to run safely outside.
So ka. それはよかった。
So ka. Ah, I see. That's good.
では逃げ延びた者のもとに我が手の者を早速向かわせよ。
Well, then the people who ran away, I will have to send my people to get them.
出るかだろう。何を？
What? What are you saying? He's saying something not good. He is not who we think he is. He is now the Dark Lord. Eh? That's how our father was killed? Kanashi. Nani?
勇者の血筋などここで途絶えるがいい。
The bloodline of the hero can end here. New party member, Smile, welcome. So the key word here, Yusha, the hero. That's what this game is all about. And in this case, Yusha no Chisuji. So the bloodline, the blood of the hero. It can end. I will end it. Yep, this is not a good situation.
出るかだろう。いたらお返事を。出るかだろう。
King! Please respond, King! So Henji is a good word. It means response or like an answer. So please answer! And again, O means king. If you put that after a name, it can be like the king of this country, the king of Dundrasil, I believe it's called in English.
デルカダール王
King! Ooh, we have... So Greg, General Greg was back here too. In the English version, his name though was Hendrik.
おうよくぞご無事で到着が遅れ申し訳ありませんでした
So sorry I got here so late. I'm glad you're okay. Again, buji means okay. And then tochaku is to arrive. So sorry my arrival was late. Okure means late. So sorry my arrival was late. I'm glad you're okay. And it looks like we added a new word. Thank you for one of our party members who added it. Anyone can add new words here. The word was... We saw it in the game. All these words are from the game. That's how we add words. Chisuji. Lineage, blood relationship. If you break it down, let's go to our power-up screen. Let's power up with the power of language here. So chi is blood. Suji is like a line or a connection. So put them together is it's a blood relationship, lineage. Good word. Chi suji. Blood relationship, lineage. And now let's power up. Check it out. Our power level is now 3084. All the words we've learned so far on Japanese Quest, you can see right there. Look at the power level down there. Let's make our power level go up. Look at that number at the bottom right. It's going up right now. Let's go.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
アウイン様デルカダール王これは一体
No, Arwen, what in the world happened to them?
アーウィンが突然私に襲いかかってきたのだ
What?
だから仕方なくこの手で
Uso. Usotsuki. Uso means lie. This is a situation where we're getting a big lie right here. And welcome to this new party member. R6KR is a new party member. That's always a good situation when that happens in your life. If you're ever in a situation, you have a new party member and it's someone named R6KR, that's a moment you should appreciate it because they are a helpful ally. So, Totsuzen, so suddenly, he attacked me. That is complete lie. So, dakara shikatanaku kono te de, so I killed him with my own hand in self-defense, is the implication with that ... Notice in Japanese, unlike English, you will see not just 3 dots, but 6 dots. Even at the beginning of the sentence as well. Different dot situation in Japanese. That's what we do here. Not just learning Japanese, but also giving out great life advice. That's what we do. Leveling up in the game, leveling up in real life. Let's go.
そして我が娘マルティナもユグノア王妃エレノアに人質としてさらわれてしまった。
And my daughter and the queen... Wait, what? This is ridiculous. He's making a crazy story now. So by the queen, my daughter was made a captive? Was kidnapped by the queen? Are you kidding me? You cannot buy this, Greg. Don't buy this, Greg. You have to know this guy is possessed right now. The king would never say that. That would never happen. Like, they were really close, Martina and her mom, the queen. No, that's not gonna happen.
なんとユグノア王家ともあろう方々がなぜそのようなことを
Yeah, they would not do that. Why would they do that? Yeah, they didn't do that.
おそらく勇者の誕生がこの城の者たちを変えてしまったの
Nope.
だ。
Nope. It must be the birth of the hero has changed the people in this castle. And again, he's just totally making stuff up. He's saying, so Yusha, the hero, Yusha no Tanjo. So the birth of the hero, here's the word for birth if you want it. Tanjo. For example, birthday is Tanjobi. Birthday. So the birth of this hero, it has somehow changed the people in this castle. To change, kairu, to change. Who is it changing? The people in this castle, Shiro Castle, Mono people. So Shiro no Mono, people of this castle, it's changing them. Yeah, this is like not a lie that by a person who knows this world should really buy it. Like right now, you should know this is not the normal king. I agree with you, betrothed.
城を襲った魔物たちの狙いは勇者を手に入れること。そのためにあまたの命が消えていった。
So the goal of the monsters who attack the castle is to get the Yusha, to get the hero. And because of that, many lives have been lost.
勇者の光に闇が引き寄せられたのだ。伝説の勇者がいなければこのような悲劇は起こらなかった。
New party member, let's go. The hype is real for learning Japanese on Twitch. Let's do it. Okay. So again, Hikari. It's all about light. The light of this hero. And, but what he's saying again is this theory that somehow the hero is bringing about the darkness himself. So this legendary hero, if they were not here, this tragedy, here's the word for tragedy, Higeki, tragedy, this tragedy would not have happened. Higeki wa okorenakatta. Okoru is to happen, so this tragedy would not have happened if the hero was not here.
Yusha は世界を救う希望の粉などではない。この世に邪悪なる闇をもたらす存在。
So this, the hero is not someone who will save the world, is not the child of hope. Instead, he's the one who would bring evil darkness to the world.
災いを呼ぶ悪魔の子だ。
He is the devil child who would bring the calamity. So yeah, this is when we first hear this title, I guess. Akuma means devil. Akuma no ko, the devil child. Again, what did it say for the English version, for the translation? The demon child? I forget.
ロトゼタシアの平和を脅かす勇者を野放しにするわけにはいかん。草の根を分けても見つけ出すのだ。
So we must, yeah, we cannot just let this hero who's threatening the peace here roam free. We must find him. Even if it means looking through every blade of grass. So kusa, grass, ne, it's like a leaf, so like a leaf of grass. We must find him even if it means looking everywhere is the basic idea.
Huh.
Ha. Understood. So really, Hendrik, you're not questioning any of that? Come on. Where is Conan, Detective Conan, when you need him? Detective Conan would have seen right away. This is clearly a different situation.
違う。勇者は我が息子。悪魔の子などではない。
Chigo, that's not true. The hero, my son, is not the Darkspawn.
出るかだろう。止めなくては。このままでは世界は闇に。
The king of Derukararu must be stopped. At this rate, the world will be plunged into darkness. Although the verb, I added plunge, but this part's just... Often in Japanese, the verb is left off because it's kind of implied. You know, yamini, I mean, to darkness. You don't really need the verb. It's implied.
エレノア 我が息子よ、不甲斐ない私を許し。
So please, my son, my queen, forgive me, who was powerless to stop any of this. They needed the last lines there on boxes. But yeah, it would have been helpful if, with General Greg there, if he's just like, nope. He killed me, and he's probably possessed by the Dark Lord. But in that case, I suppose he could have killed the General too. So maybe he was being quiet, just so that not to kill another person unnecessarily. Wait a minute, we're now in some kind of weird abyss. You know when this happens? Whenever we're in some kind of like weird nothingness, we always need to like run away to see if we can possibly find, if you go far enough into the abyss of this weird darkness, maybe we can find like a convenience store, like a Konbini or a Taco Bell or something. Let's see, is this like a wall here? Yeah, it seems like we got a wall, so we're not finding a Taco Bell. Let's test the wall though. So it seems like we have a circular wall possibly. No Taco Bell yet. No Konbini. It's too bad. Some game, please, if you're a game developer and you're watching this someday, please make a weird scene like this, and there's like a secret that you can find. If you go far enough, you can find like a Taco Bell or like a convenience store somewhere. Just do it for Japanese Quest. Umai, umai, delicious.
我が名はバクモス。絶望を食らう者。
Nice. This guy eats despair. Okay. So the word for despair, we learned it last time too. Key word in this game, zetsubo. Despair. So kibo is hope. Zetsubo, despair. So zetsubo o kurao. I am the one who eats despair. That's what I do. And my name is Bakumos. Yeah, why is your character waving? Because even in this depths of despair, he keeps his spirits up by waving. It's because of his outfit. Yeah, no save point for a while, so we're gonna roll with it.
国は滅び、愛する家族とは死に別れ、この男の絶望はまさに高級フルコース。
So the despair of this man is a high-level full course. Must be a lot of despair. Because his family was killed. Country was destroyed. Sounds delicious.
こんな絶望にはそうありつけはしない。だからこの男に16年前の悪夢を何度も見せ、こうして食らい続けているのだ。
Oh no, this is terrible. So this is what happened to our father. So his despair is so delicious, you don't see it very much. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just eat his despair for years and years as I show him nightmares. Wow. Okay. For like 16 years, I've been showing him nightmares. Not good.
この男の絶望は一度食べたら忘れられぬ。16年間食べ続けても飽きぬほどだ。だがしかし。
This guy's despair is so delicious. You eat it once, you'll never forget it. For 16 years, eating it the whole time, never even get tired of it. But
そろそろ違う味も試したかったところだ。
okay.
次はお前の新鮮な絶望をいただくとしよう。
But it's time to try a new flavor. So aji is the word for flavor, good word. And now it's a different flavor, so chigao aji, a different flavor. It's about time to try a different flavor. In this case, let's get some fresh Zetsubo. Let's get some fresh despair to eat. Shinsen na Zetsubo. Fresh despair. We have it. Do we really though? Because we're waving. I don't know if we're in despair, but anyway, he's gonna try to change that. Let's see. Boss? No boss? Not sure.
さあ感じるがいい。お前の心の悲痛な叫びを。
Okay, so feel it, your the sadness, the cry, the sad cry in your heart. Oh, there's some despair.
ここはお前の心の中にある最も忌まわしい記憶。
This is the most terrible memory in your heart. Yeah, that Soro word. Thanks for answering it in chat. It's been coming up a lot recently in chat too. Good question by Ninja Dance Matt. Welcome, by the way.
魔王を誕生させてしまった。そしてこの世界は壊れたのだ。
So, お前は勇者の力を奪われ、魔王を誕生させてしまった。So, gave birth to the Dark Lord. You can see the Dark Lord here. And stole the hero's power. And the world was destroyed. So that's the current situation in our world. This guy, the Dark Lord, right now rules the world.
お前は誰も守れなかった。
You couldn't protect
お
anyone.
前は世界を救えなかった。
You couldn't save the world.
それは無力な勇者の罪。
That is the crime of the hero. That you were powerless. You could not save the Tree of Life. You could not save all the lives. Many people were killed. So he's tapping into that despair.
抗えぬ絶望の暗闇に落ちてしまえ。それが私の糧となる。
So you can fall into that darkness of despair, and I will make that despair my food. Kate. Food. Kate to naru. That despair will become my food. Hopefully not for 16 years again. Let's see. I think we can fight back. We can wave. We've got the power of light within us. Can you hear me?
あなたの中にある聖なる光は
I told you there's light in
決
there.
して消えることはありません。
So that holy light inside you will not disappear. Again, Hikari. So there is this light. Let's see, where would the light be located? In his head, you think? Or would the light be more like in his chest? Let's say both. Some light in head, some light in chest. In any case, this light will not go out. If it was me, and I had light inside me, I would put it in various places. Put some light in your nose. Put some light in your left shoulder, maybe. Spread the light around, kind of like Horcruxes. Spread the light around. In case you lose like an arm, you still have the light in your other arm, etc.
その光はあなたの中でひそやかに目覚めの時を待っています。この世界を再び光で照らすために。
So that light inside you, the time for it to awaken is coming. And the world, again, you can shine light on the world. That sounds good.
闇を滅ぼすことができるのは勇者であるあなただけ。さあ、目覚めなさい。
The only one who can defeat the darkness is the hero, and that's you. So wake up. This kind of reminds me of Zelda too. Similar situation with a Yusha, a hero, who then is waking up to bring light to the world. So Seinaru, holy, sacred. Looks good. Yeah, Naka means kind of like Naka, inside you is this light, somewhere inside you. Naka just means inside. Here we go. Looks like the light comes from everywhere. What is this light? That's what you get. Nani? What? What? What's going on? The child of light has returned.
Oh, よかった。無事じゃったか。
Oh, good. You're okay. Oh, that terrible light. I can't see. I can't see in front of me.
貴様が全ての元凶か。さあ、こいつを倒してアーウィン様の呪縛を解き放つぞ。
So you are the ringleader here. Let's defeat you and free Arwen over here. Free the king from the curse. Sounds good to me. We have a boss now? Looks like it. Maybe not.
あと一歩で極上の新鮮な絶望のディナーを食らえるところだったのに。
Interesting. You see the word dinner here in katakana. So this new dinner of fresh despair, I could have almost eaten it with one more step. Ato ippo. So one more step. I was so close to that dinner. Oh well, he can't eat it now.
まあいい。こうなったらお前ら全員皆殺しにしてまとめてオードブルにしてくれるわ。
Well, okay, then I guess I'll just kill you all. Let's do it. Oh no, I'm scared. We could die, actually. This guy looks kind of strong. So Bunny says, I've been working on playing more games in Japanese, but I have a lot of trouble understanding some of the usages of katakana in text. Yeah. I hear you. I've been there. And the only thing I can say is just keep playing more games, keep doing more reading, and eventually it gets easier and easier every day. But yeah, katakana, we have a command for that. There's many different uses for katakana. That could be helpful to some people, so thanks for putting it up there. Alright, let's get some buffs on. Those seem to help last time. Let's put a attack buff. Or maybe should we start with a speed buff? Let's maybe do the speed buff. That's pretty good for everyone. Ah! Konnichiwa. Welcome. Yokoso. Japanese festival. Yep, here we study Japanese, we learn Japanese through Japanese games. I'm a Japanese teacher. So, welcome to Japanese Quest. Alright, so what do we got? Let's kill this thing. Whoa, low damage. Why was the damage so low? I don't like that. Ooh, that hurt. This could be dangerous. What about a different technique? Let's try... This one is so expensive, I don't want to do that one. Let's try fire just for the heck of it. No, still not so good. Let's try poison, maybe. Poison or sleep, possibly, could be something to try. Let's try poison. Yeah! Poison did work, good. At least some poison damage going. So we could heal too. We're getting kind of low. Why don't we just do some healing? And here I'm thinking we want to do the poison damage times 6. Ooh, that's good. Let's keep doing that. Let's keep doing that. Did that cure the poison? I think it cured poison. That's some good damage though. Let's keep doing that one. Ah, Abunai. Oh, nice. He's sleeping now. Don't wake him up. Why did you do that? Okay, I can't do that. I gotta change our techniques. We gotta not do that. Let's change our techniques to not have Henry be stupid. Let's give them orders just to be safe here. Let's get some more poison. I think the poison is not there anymore, but the poison worked pretty well. Let's keep that up. It may work again. Nope, not that time. But we can do this one. Let's try that. I can't use it because they're sleeping probably. Oh well. Let's try. Oh, that one does some damage. So let's maybe buff Hendrik then. He's doing pretty good damage. Let's do some healing because our attacks aren't very effective.
Yep.
Abune. Okay, definitely need the full heal on everyone. Which one is that? The group heal. Nakama, Zenin, let's go for that. Well, that's expensive, but let's do it. And here, let's try poison again, because that was pretty effective before, although we do have a combined move. Let's try that one. Can't because he's sleeping, of course. Let's just try this one. Can't do that either? Okay. Let's poison him. Can we at least do that? Pretty good damage. Die. Again, let's group heal. Please wake up. Please let the poison work. Can't believe we slapped him with an unslapped him. That would have good damage too. Abune. Let's just keep up the group heal. We could try sleep. Let's try sleep, why not? Yeah, sleep the sleeper. Maybe he's vulnerable to his own sleep. Okay, now I think we can do a special technique. I don't want to wake him up. Let's. Which one should we do? I suppose we could just do a heal.
Holy!
Carnival outfits, what's the deal with them? We were wearing them. We're still wearing them? I don't know. Part of the game you're wearing them, and that was a pretty recent part of the game. Let's do his defense move. So defense up for everyone, that sounds good. This one we don't wake him up. We can do another heal, perhaps. And now hopefully they'll still be sleeping, and you can be wrecked by this sleep dagger. Oh, that was not as good as the one before. Oh well, still pretty good. So what technique is this one? Makes him sleep? That sounds good. Let's just do that. Can't do it? Okay. Then let's heal everyone. He must be almost dead here. No squishy. Sleep dagger seemed to work pretty well. Let's try again. Yeah, I think he's vulnerable to his own sleep, probably. Similar kind of skill. I think this guy's weak now, so let's damage him. Probably shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Let's leave him again. Yeah, he's easy to sleep. Let's just heal someone then. Don't really need to. Alright, let's just do something. Barrier? Sure. Yup, kajimashita. Let's get some hype in the chat. Power up. We have powered up in the game. We've leveled up in the game. We've leveled up in Japanese. We're leveling up in many ways. Let's go. The hype is real. Yattaze. Good use of our yatta emote. So if you ever find yourself in the body of a strange lion who steals dreams and puts people in nightmare loops for 16 years and feeds on despair, and you die, you might want to know this word. Very specific, but ge, gi, gya, gegya. So if ever you're in this situation, just be aware. You have a word for it. Yattaze. Hype. SoCal happens to you every Thursday. Good tip. Glad I knew someone out there it would apply to. Probably not everyone, but some people that can happen. Sometimes Tuesdays too. Where in the world am I? We've seen this so many times in this game now. If we have not added this word, now is the time to do it. We just see this word so much. Let's look it up. Itai. So what in the heck? What in the world? What on earth? There's many situations in games where you're kind of just saying, what in the world? What is going on? N3 word, common word, itai. We probably have learned this. Let's just make sure. If we have not, we need to add it. Itai, what in the world? Yeah, we have added it, but good. Now we got to review. Is he still alive? I don't know.
What does the scouter say about his power level?
その眼差し、その目に宿る優しい光は、まさかそんな。
That gaze, that kind light in your eyes. Could it be? Are you? Huh? Did he recognizes his son even as an adult. Impressive.
我が息子なのか。
Is it my child? Akira.
そうか。私を絶望の淵から解き放ってくれたのはお前だったのだな。立派になったな。
You became great, didn't you, Akira? So Rippa means great. You became great. You grew up. So you are the one who saved me from the edge of despair. So literally, Zetsubo, despair. Fuchi, it's more actually the abyss of despair. You saved me from this abyss of despair. Fuchi, this word, with a different kanji, can mean like the edge or the brink too. You're the one who saved me. Someday you'll have a mustache like me, son.
あなた、ようやく元のあなたに戻ってくれたのね。
Ah, you finally come back to yourself. Can you imagine him with just like a mustache of pure light? Can you imagine it? It's like a lightning bolt just coming off his face. Never ending. Bringing peace throughout the world. Can you imagine it? Now you don't have to. I drew it. Here we go. So Anata, you've come back to yourself. And that weird thing I just said about that mustache, that was kind of nice. If someone wants to clip that, I wouldn't mind it. It was an odd speech, but a kind of a weird moment that could be a clip, I feel like.
信じられない。君なのか、エレノア。
What? I can't believe it. Is that you? Eleanor? My queen? Yeah, exactly. Imagine stretching across the world like a serpent. This mustache of light. Never ending. Hint hint, that's possibly an idea that they can use for Dragon Quest XII. If you're a game developer for Dragon Quest XII, feel free to use that. Mustache of light. Run with it.
あなたを苦しめていた呪縛は私たちの息子が解き放ってくれた。これで私たち安心して旅立てるわね。
Okay. So that curse that was making you suffer for all those years, our son has freed you. Now we can rest and go on our journey. So korede, so with what he did with this, watashi tachi, now with the both of us, tachi means both of us here. Anshin shite, we can be at ease, be at rest, and tabidateru, we can go on our journey, which can mean to go on the journey to the other world as well.
そうだな、エレノア。
That's right, you're right, Eleanor, my queen. Pure light, what did I tell you? Mustache of pure light is within the realm of what is genetically possible for us in this game. Our dad just turned into a ball of pure light. I think we could generate a mustache of pure light if we put our mind to it.
私の可愛い
I know this is a sad moment and I'm ruining it, sorry about that. So, Akira, my cute, beloved Akira. And by the way, I think this is a kind of good name for this character. I just saw this movie, the anime movie from 1988, Akira. That guy in that game also had special powers, and I think he also kind of brought light to the world in a certain way, so kind of a good word for this character. Also, often the kanji that you see in this name are like the kanji for light.
あなたにはこれからも多くの困難が立ちはだかるでしょう。 それでもそのまままっすぐに進みなさい。
So for you, there's so much light I can't see my cursor. For you, from now on, korekaramo, so from now on, boku no konnan ga, so lots of difficulties will lie ahead. Soredemo, but even still, sonomama, just like you're doing, or just keep going, masugu ni, so straight, masugu, susumu, means to advance, so just keep going forward. Keep going forward, no matter what. Good message for learning Japanese too, just keep moving forward. Step by step, just keep going. That's the biggest factor in learning language. It's just you keep doing it. Keep exposing yourself. Masugu.
あなたの中にある希望の光がきっとあなたを導いてくれるはず。父と母もいつもあなたを見守っていますよ。
So that light of hope inside you will surely show you the way. And your father and mother will always be watching over you.
さようなら。ずっとあなたのことが大好きよ。
Kanashine. Sayonara, Mama. And she said, yes, goodbye, my son. I will always love you.
これで本当にお別れじゃな。アーウィン、エレノア。
So now we're truly saying goodbye, my daughter, my son.
ああ、それ
Ah, that there. Nani? Oh.
おお、勇者の紋章が光り輝いておる。アーウィンとエレノアが勇者の力を蘇らせてくれたんじゃな。
Really? So somehow, our father and mother have brought back the power of the Yusha. Does this mean we'll get like some new technique? Because that would be nice. The Monsho, the seal of the hero, is shining. Similar to the Triforce.
さあ行こう、真の勇者よ。今度こそ勝利をこの手につかむのだ。
Sa, Iko. Let's go, the true hero. Now it's time to grasp victory this time. Yosha! Let's go. The hero's power has come back, and so now we have a new part unlocked on the skill panel. Let's go. Kaihou sareta. So unlocked on this skill panel, we got a new section. Nice. So we can't just stay here being sad. Let's go to our next destination. To the north. Yeah, let's try going there. This place to the north, it's the Colosseum City. If we go there, we should be able to get some info. Let's go there. Kita, north. Let's go north. Sounds good to me. The true hero, we got that title, sweet.
Yeah.
And so... Can we teleport? Where are we? don't know if we can teleport there. Let's just leave the castle, I guess. Wait a minute, that's broken? So let's go this way. Sa. Ikimashou. It looks like our power level has gone up with the power of Holy. Sacred. Top left, Seinaru. Holy, Sacred. Power level is now 3085. Let's make that power level go up. Look at the bottom right. Going up. Exactly, Unboxious. That's okay. Sometimes we can go a bit longer, sometimes we can go a bit shorter. The journey will go on either way. And welcome to any new party members on this journey, anyone new watchers on this journey. We're going a bit later than usual, so it stands to reason some new people might be here. If you are such a new person watching, let's introduce Japanese Quest. I'm a Japanese teacher. This is me. I'm in the game. This is Griffin Sensei. He's a cat. He is also halfway inside the game, halfway in this stream overlay. We learn new words, our power level goes up. And to boil it down really simply, we have a lot of Japanese teachers and learners. What we do here, we learn Japanese from Japanese games. We break down words, we break down sentences as we see them. We learn words in context, we level up in the game, and we level up in real life. That's what we do. If you're into that, you can follow, become a party member, and join us on this journey, learning Japanese from Japanese games. Normally I teach in the classroom, but sometimes it's more fun to teach Japanese through games here too. So I think here we're going back out here. And then there should be a camp somewhere where we can save. And then we'll go to this Colosseum City, and I think we saw before the Jade might be there. We can get Jade back, which would be good. Because one goal we have right now, in addition to saving the world, is to find all of our nakama. Find all of our party members. Nani? Go in the well. When in doubt, in this game, go in the well. I noticed they had wells at least since Dragon Quest 3. In Dragon Quest 1, they did not have wells that you could go in. In Dragon Quest 3, they did. Not sure about 2. Have not played 2 yet. And I've only played a bit of 3, enough to know there's wells in the game. I recommend climb a lot of ropes if you want to be the hero in our world. A lot of rope climbing will get you there. You'll find yourself a lot of climbing in and out of wells. To stay sharp, let's see if we can beat this giant dragon thing. As I recall, they have good stuff. They have good loot as well. New technique, let's do it. First time I think we've done it in a fight. Come on, big damage. Yeah. Could have been better, but okay. Let's see if we can sleep this guy. That'd be fun. Oh no, we have no mana left. We better be careful. Oh well, let's just... We don't even have enough mana to do that. Let's just do our healing. Rain, maybe. What was that? Let's try Poison Slash. What kind of barrier does this guy have? What's going on here? This could be problematic. He's stronger than I thought.
Nani?
If we died now, that would not be ideal. Let's not die now. Let's try to not die now. Can't block that, can you? Let's drop some big swords on him. See how you like that. This guy's no joke.
Yami yo!
Hey. Let's heal him, because the only person that can hit him right now is us. It's time to die. お前はもう死んでいる。
我らの勝利だ。
That was a bit tougher than expected. Let's go to the camp so we can heal. I forgot we have no mana left. Let's not fight that guy. So here we can see the ruins of this country being destroyed that we saw in that flashback. So it's all kind of connected. It's still on fire. It was ruined so badly. So we see a camp up here. Let's go there. Should be over here. Ah, it's this cabin again. We were here before. Where is the fire? Here we go. Yasumu. Let's take a rest there so we can heal first of all. And then we can save. Took a while to get out of that despair nightmare, whatever that was. But we did make it out. And I think this would be a good place to end the stream today, so I will say, ja! Matane, see you next time. Japanese Quest will continue tomorrow. We will continue to level up in Japanese, find some new words. We'll find some new grammar, we'll find some new sentences to break down. That's what we do. Let's end the stream here by this nice waterfall. So I will say, ja! Matane. See you next time. Japanese Quest will continue. Let's find someone too to raid. We can spread the Japanese hype all around Twitch. Let's raid someone. Who shall we raid today? Tomorrow we'll stream at the same time, but for now, let's raid someone. Let's see right now who is streaming. Who is out there? Let's see, it looks like... I see some Japanese streamers out there. Let's, So someone is playing Home Sweet Home. Let's host Junoda. Playing Home Street Home, good streamer with a great voice, Japanese streamer, good listening practice. Let's host them. So let's start the raid. Starting raid now. So ja, matane, minna, otsukare. Everyone in chat, see you next time. Japanese Quest will continue tomorrow. Ja, matane, Japanese Quest will continue.